Hello and welcome everybody to Chartcast number, what is it, 65. Welcome to number 65. We're here joined by Rise and Joyo. Two special guests. We used to have these guys all the time. Now, Joyo, well, we have Rise every now and then, but Joyo doesn't see us as much. Joyo's been a busy bee.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hey, Joyo. It's good to have you. Well, look, okay, so we haven't had you guys on, well, in a while, but we also haven't had you on since, the beginning of the end, should I say? No. The beginning of the new RLCS, like, rule set, one less major, prize pool cuts, weird seating, anything else? Can we think of anything else?
Just the That's a good summary.
End. Yeah, I like that one. The beginning of the end.
The beginning of the end, yeah. So what are your guys' thoughts on, your careers?
You want to go first, Joyo, or me?
It's been a good run. No, I mean, they say, oh, no, not at the start already. No, like, well, they said it's a transition year. I mean, it could be completely capped, but I mean, there's nothing we can do other than play. So I don't know.
Did they say where we're transitioning to though?
That's the grave.
Very open-ended.
I would say, look, obviously, I honestly don't think it's as bad as people are making it out to seem. If that makes sense, I think. A lot of esports orgs, esports, just titles in general, COVID hit, everyone was watching everything. They stacked up money, got loads of money, maybe put too much back in that they now can't afford to do. And so now that COVID's kind of not a thing as much anymore, the money's going back down and they don't have the money to put back into it. What I think is that obviously Blaster taking over, prize pool's gone down a bit, but I think there's a lot of things they need to do better. But I think the prize pool that people are focusing on quite a bit, it's not as bad, considering as we're having a whole split less, we're playing less time in the year. So I think as well, maybe we don't have time to be complaining about the state of the games, and we've got to grind, bro.
Yeah.
A world championship's a world championship, bro.
It's a good outlook, honestly. That's a mature outlook because it is less time is value, and with this format there is more time, because it's less of a time investment to play it. Actually, I think it's significantly reduced time to play. I mean, it's literally just.
There's one less split.
Yeah. It's pretty much just a split is gone, and they've even taken wildcard out, so that's going to shorten. It's going to reduce the amount of teams playing, but it will also just mean that players can go to the next.
My job might be going to wildcards out.
You know what though? Can I actually? Good that you've mentioned that. I saw so many people complain about the wildcard, and I understand why. But I actually like that there's no wildcard at Worlds.
Oh, careful.
Listen to why. Worlds is supposed to be the prestige, right? And I actually really like that it's 16 teams and it's going to be the best of the best of the best. For me, what they should have done in an ideal world is put wildcards into majors instead of worlds. And then you can have the teams trying to qualify for worlds through the majors, which have the wildcards, if that makes sense. And have the worlds be super elite and the only the teams that really need, should be there, are there. And then majors are more teams, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do feel like Worlds with wildcard was so long. It was great to see everybody play, and everybody, it was super inclusive, but at the same time, it was just kind of there's way too much going on. It's this is the World Championship, and at least 12 of the teams aren't even going to make it to the last day. They could, you would know they're not even going to randomly get in type of thing.
Yeah, to be fair, some of the wildcard did just feel like a random event that was on while waiting for Worlds.
But hold on. So I as a Scotsman, never in any Scotsman's lifetime have we seen Scotland do well-ish at a World Cup, for example, football, soccer for all of you Americans. It's pain, constant pain. So anything, if Scotland, there's no one's dumb enough to think that there's a chance of winning for a team like Scotland. It's such a small chance, such an outside chance. But no, everybody would still want to see them play. Like if you're from Scotland, it's like everyone in APAC would still want to see an APAC team play, even if there's a 0% chance that they're going to make it. I think that it really captures a lot more than just. I think there's more value than just
of course.
the contenders. I think there's a lot of value to there being.
But there's still going to be
That's what I'm
those.
saying. But they still get
going to be an
three
APAC
more.
team.
They'd still get like.
Well,
you're talking about Worlds now.
There will be an APAC team this time. But the teams who have actually missed out on being at Worlds are like teams like EU 7 can't be there anymore. It's now only 4.
I mean, yeah, I missed.
Yeah, let me throw it the other way, though, Roz.
Yeah.
Let me throw it the other way. I think that now it's actually less elite because you're getting guaranteed SAM, OCE, SSA. You're just getting everyone basically.
True.
You got a guaranteed final 16. Whereas at least before, when you had the wild card, I understand that there were some weaker teams in the wild card, but you still got your final 16 as the elite 16. So really, it's a backwards mindset because we're now going to have less good teams, and I think that
less elite, yeah.
And I think looking back to like before when we just had a top 12, we had 12-team world championship. We had a 10-team world championship as well, didn't we? Then we had an 8-team.
It was 8, 10, 10, then up to 12.
Yeah. So and back then it was kind of the same thing. Like you're gonna get these games like early on in the world championship. You're gonna get Vitality versus SSA. You're like, okay, what are we doing here? And I don't want to say it's a waste because it could have been in the wild card where SSA could have played SSA and had a chance to at least win games. They might not make it through the final 16, but then we get the top 16. There's no excuses. No region feels like they've been left out, and then you get the elite 16 to play off, and everyone's a chance.
Yeah. I love wildcard because
like that as well.
you would get a chance. APAC and SSA winning at a major or Worlds now is so difficult to see happening because of the way that Swiss into single elim works. Like you're going to get instantly seeded into a bad matchup, probably get 3-0'd. Now you've got the worst seed going into the next round, probably get 3-0'd again. Now you've got the bottom seed going into round 3. It's going to be, you've got to be taking games immediately just to have a chance of running into each other or running into another weak team in round 3 and picking up one win in Swiss. It's
what I was going to say
difficult.
though is that like I agree with what you're saying, CJ, about like now that there's going to be set OCE teams, set SSA teams at Worlds and stuff. I agree to in that like the way they've done the 16 Team World Championship, that's how it now is. Like I agree with you, but I think that it's like this is just saying like what I think should have been done differently is that they should have had like wild cards going into majors, and then they could do 24 team majors, which is what everyone wanted to see going like into this season, and then Worlds could have stayed 16 teams. And they could have done a similar format to what they did last season, where like region spots accumulate points, and then so it's like the actual best 16 teams, including the wildcard major teams. If that makes sense.
You're still getting like SSA and stuff because they're going to have a spot at Worlds, so you're still going to have a less competitive final 16.
I mean, yeah, but if not necessarily.
If it was the top 16 from last season, no, it wouldn't necessarily be. SSA.
They'd be like MENA teams. There'd be like one OCE team, I think.
Oh, so you're saying you're like a region isn't guaranteed a final 16 spot?
Yeah.
It's like literally.
And so they can go to every major and like compete. Like so, they have the wildcard spots at the majors, but then going into Worlds, like there's no guarantee that anyone's there. There could be 0 EU teams, 0 NA teams. You know what I'm saying?
I don't like it. I think then it's not Worlds. I think that's like the Super League. We're getting like the Galacticos just playing an elite tournament without. I'd rather it be like a pure World Championship. Get the fairy tale runs with the regional spots. But I agree with you that
smaller.
I think for like the OCE, like OCE fans, for example, that's worse. But for fans of like outside of those regions, it's better. So I get what you're saying. Like for like people who want to see the best of the best of the best and don't really care where they're from, yeah, fairs. But people are from like SSA, them players, they don't really want to. Yeah, I get
that's why it was cool to watch. Yeah, it was cool to watch like E-League back in the day because that was just the best teams in the world after Worlds or whatever, and there wasn't any regional spots or stuff like that. But I think that should be a separate tournament. I think World should still be, let's get at least one representation from every single place.
Yeah, because then there's the chance. There's always the
fairy tale rounds.
Smallest like
for Scotland
chance for Scotland to finally make it out of a group stage at the World Cup one day.
Not happening, mate. Not happening.
It
But
almost
it should be
happened a
spread
few
out.
times.
Yeah.
Lost on like goals scored because goal aggregate was tied and we lost on goals scored. It's brutal. I wasn't even alive back then. It was like we're really going back in time now. It still hasn't happened. But one day, think about it. One day SSA will get the mickiest of runs, and the stars will align with the talent and the right people being like in the right team at the right time, and they're gonna make like top 8. The
Top
craziest
8.
run ever.
Top 8.
Listen, I just
like
said,
APAC getting a game
I just said that
Well, it depends.
I just said there's been 50, 60, 70 years when like these things have never happened in football. Like what if we did 70 years of RLCS? Like come on, I'm starting to think that there's a
It'd be like Sunless Musty 1v1. Like
Wow,
eventually they're gonna get a win.
People are talking about the game dying, and you're planning for 70 years of
Yeah,
RLCS. Like what?
I just said if.
Yeah,
you
he's
know?
getting
I
crazy
just,
up
I,
here.
it was a much like bigger word than the sum of its parts. There, it was like a very powerful word in that
K-Dop
sentence.
would still be around for sure, bro. K-Dop would still be in the lobbies.
I think
still
with
be playing loose.
I think with what you were saying, the Rise, you know, ideally we'd like 2014 majors. Ideally we'd like wildcards in major stuff. I think the common theme that we were talking about a lot today, we talked about last week, is that nothing this season was going to be expanded upon or added upon.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
we just have this reality, I guess. I think there's certainly ideal scenarios, but and we talked about it as well. We recorded a little Patreon episode basically talking about where we're at right now with the Rocket League and whatnot. And clearly, with the state of the world, global financial situation, esports in general, you're looking at Twitch layoffs, you're looking at esports orgs just pulling out, whatnot. And I think we've kind of we've had to really draw it back. I think this might be the best way to, I think we can all agree that for 16 teams, this is the best way to seed it. To have every region there, but unfortunately we can't get any bigger. We'd love an 18-team major.
Give it to Gibson for a couple of hours. We'll come up with a region, spot battle thing that
I
works.
agree with you, CJ.
Possible.
But I also think the way it's distributed is so bad. This is the one thing that I'm like super strong on this new format.
Okay.
Why is OCE getting 2 spots? So wait, before it's 4 EU, 4 NA, that's 8. It's 2 OCE, 2 SAM,
2 MENA now.
2 MENA,
Yeah, 2 MENA,
1 SSA, and 1 APAC. That's the one.
Mm.
For a start, why on earth are OCE keeping 2? This genuine. I don't understand.
I don't know if you can take a spot off anyone else. Is my rebuttal to that, and no one would want to see like, EU have 4. That'd blow up the world. Like if EU got 1.
I'm saying like, why are EU and NA losing a spot before OCE? Is my point. Sorry.
Well, who else would lose a spot though? If OCE lost 1 in theory, and then MENA gained 1, you still have to take 1 away from someone else to give it to SSA. Right, because SSA, everybody agreed last season and for the longest time, SSA needs to be at majors and MENA 2 needs to be at majors. This is like the most obvious things. Now we want 2 spots to be gone. If one of them's OCE, who's the second one? It doesn't work. You can't take it from NA and not EU because even though EU's outperformed NA,
the game.
Like pretty much like every season and every since existence, except when Rizzo in season 9 and there was no online LAN play and he would have been the world champion.
Of course.
Apart from that, pandemic stopping NA dominance from Rizzo, like you can't take it from NA. People would lose their minds if EU had more.
No, I'm not saying take one from NA or take one from EU, but like they could have been, I don't know, more creative with it. So for me, I don't think, maybe this is a controversial take, but I don't think if it's 16 teams, both APAC and SSA should get a spot in a 16-team World Championship. For me, the ideal would be they have a mini show match or whatever. The winner of APAC, the winner of SSA plays each other in a series, best of 7, somewhere in the world. I don't know. Winner goes to Worlds, and that way you can give a spot somewhere else.
That's still expensive, though. That's not like.
Oh, it's expensive,
free.
Yeah, but I mean,
like obviously cost is what we're talking about. The reason they did this is because cost. So how do we? What's the solution?
They also time. Although we had,
I mean, obviously I'm saying this with the situation we have. In an ideal world, there'd be more teams like
overall.
I think your suggestion is an 18-team event, which I agree. I think that would be the best solution, an 18-team event. And usually whenever I see this, or usually the rebuttal I see to that suggestion is format for 18 doesn't work. You can't do Swiss with 18. Well, you can't. Yeah, you can't do Swiss with 18, but you don't have to. You can just do like groups into single. You could just do a double elimination bracket with 18 teams. Like it works. You just have like
no, that's way too confusing for the viewers, Johnny.
Yeah,
it's
what's
just,
this AFL
it's a
format?
They can't
double
go to
limb when some of the teams start one round earlier.
What
like,
is a preliminary final?
Yeah, I would just say 18. Maybe format looks a bit like wonky, says brackets are not as symmetrical, but I think you've got to do it. 18 teams and not take a spot away from NA and EU would have been far superior. Just do 18 teams, 100%. And it doesn't have to match the online events. There could be another way for EU4 and or EU5 and NA5 to qualify. It wouldn't have to be through the same. It could be like a last chance qualifier for the last spot. Like that would be pretty fun. I don't know. I think the cheapest way to make it fair would be that.
This is what you do, Rise. If you really don't want OCE to play at your RLCS World Championship, you're gonna send a letter or an email or something to Epic Games, right? And you're gonna say to them, you're gonna show them the cost of the flights and travel plans of flying an OCE team to NA or EU compared to an NA team going to NA or an NA team going to EU. And once they see that, they'll immediately cut OCE out of the picture, and you'll have an NA and EU team back, and five total for each. And
also, I could make it so the OCE teams are the youngest possible, and that means that they have to take one parent with them as well.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's so much money. So much money.
Yep.
Well, how are you going to go about making sure that the OCE teams are all the youngest?
13 is.
They're all. Can we talk about savings? Well? They're all about savings.
Look. We can talk about region spots all we want, but can we talk about the elephant in the room? And that region spots mean nothing because the SSA region have 50 European teams signed up for the first regional. What is happening? Global sign-ups per region. There are no region locks. SSA it's got 101 teams signed up for this event. There's North American teams playing SSA. There's North American teams playing APAC. There's European teams playing SSA. There's MENA teams. We've got 101 teams in SSA trying to get some prize pool and trying to make the major, even though they are nowhere near the sub-Saharan African region. Shameless.
Wait. So what is the possibility? What kind of connections are we talking here?
Bro, don't hate the player. Hate the game.
I honestly don't hate the player. Like it's not like against the rules. I was talking about this on my stream earlier. I think it's way less cringe to do this than it was last season. Because last season you had to invest resources.
And Lunar
So
much hate.
You had to literally go.
And then now there's 50 teams.
No, but okay. The difference is last time they were planning to actually invest resources to go there and play on the same thing. But at least now, the way it's happening now, I imagine there's a significant ping advantage, which kind of levels the playing field a lot. So I don't know.
You say that, Johnny,
but the teams are going to lose. I want it to be known to the public. An SSA team isn't making a major or Worlds. It's going to be. He's in the chat, mate.
Have you tried?
Riho, Motion, and Nugget will be at lands.
Yeah, bro.
I want it to be a known fact.
60, it's so playable. These guys are downloading third-party ping software as well to try and reduce every millisecond.
Yeah. Well, bro, I don't know, because I see a bit of an outroar from SSA players and stuff, but I kind of get why wouldn't you do it in the position of some EU players? If they don't think that they can make it in EU, there's literally no reason not to do it. They're literally allowed to do it. And the thing is, the thing is, even if it's bad, surely, I mean, obviously there's a ping difference, but having good players in SSA compared to SSA will just help the region or the younger players in the region at least a bit, surely.
Yeah, well, okay, so I think you can't hate the player in this case. It's the rules. If you don't like it, you have to have a problem with the rules, not the players, because there is literally money there to be won, and you have to invest 0 to do it. Well, you invest your time, so you don't have to actually invest.
And
money.
They can make lands, they can travel the world from it. It's
and you're playing at a ping disadvantage, so nobody can say this is ridiculous.
I mean, it's not scammy. It's not like they're playing from home on 30 ping. Completely
they didn't just fly in using their using their better spawn point and all of their superior practice that they've had over the years to abuse less lucky people. No, they're literally playing with bad connections.
Well, it's not like they grind EU ranked and then take a short not a short flight, maybe a long flight to SSA. And then they go into an internet cafe, play RLCS, and then come home straight away. They're just playing.
The thing is, right? if you're from South Africa or SSA in general, and you can't beat a team like I saw, for example, was it Snowy saying like scum of the earth or something in the replies to Riho and that signing up.
That.
I mean,
he said some scum of the earth or something. But the thing is,
he should be annoyed. Like, they should be annoyed.
To an extent, but if you can't beat these teams when they're on 160 ping, do you deserve to be there? If you know what I mean. Like, do you deserve to be at the LAN if you can't beat these teams on your home servers when they're on 160?
It's not that simple because
I don't know about that.
But you get my point. Like,
it's like saying like
the thing is, like, yes, but like, what is the point? Okay, we have to like step it back a little bit. What is the point of an SSA like major spot? It's to see the best team from SSA, not to see, like, in my opinion, the best team who booted up the SSA server and managed to get the least bad connection.
I mean, I think everyone agrees here that the SSA, like, the rule is bad. Like, no one's saying the rule is
the rule is really dumb.
Yeah, but you can't blame the people signing up. Like, if you're gonna take your anger out on anyone, it's got to be
the rule,
like Epic or whoever makes the rules.
But like, I think you can have it both ways in the sense that you shouldn't be mad at the player, but if someone from SSA is mad at the player, I think they're allowed to be mad at the player. I think if anyone's allowed to be mad at that, it's them, because that just sucks for them. They're like, finally we got a major spot, and they've opened our servers up to absolutely everyone who can apparently play with.
But if Snowy was from the EU and like 2100, and this happened, then Snowy would do the same thing. Like,
if he thought he could make majors from SSA and not EU, then
if it was flipped, he'd do the exact same thing. Like,
the one downside is that you're stuck there. So if you sign up in a region, you cannot then. These guys from Europe can't go. Didn't go well. I'm going back to Europe now. They have to continue to play in SSA. So that is the one.
Is it a split?
I was thinking about that. What if you disband?
I think it's a split, the transfer window.
I think it's split.
Okay.
So just the first split. So it's only 3 regionals, but that is certainly factoring. T-Bates makes a great point as well. They achieved their goal, Epic. They wanted as many sign-ups as they could possibly get by spreading the prize pool out and making it global. They've got 101 teams in SSA. If you're a logistics guy, that's a win. You don't really care about where they're from or who's doing it. You're like, we have just tripled the amount of sign-ups in SSA.
It was that easy. Our esport is thriving.
So
no, for them it's definitely good because there's more teams signing up. But like, do you think those teams? Oh, maybe they wouldn't have signed up. Maybe a lot of them wouldn't have. Maybe they have as a whole increased the signups overall by opening.
Limitless even have a third right now. They don't, do they?
Does who?
Limitless. They released Darth on the 21st of January this year, but they haven't. I don't think they've announced their third yet. But I was just looking through, right, and I was seeing like, okay, how many games they've got on stuck in ranked. I was curious to see how much these guys were like grinding, because I saw them complaining and stuff. And I agreed to them, it's shit. If you're in like a region, like a lower region, and you finally get that spot, the limelight, you can have this moment in front of the whole world, representing your region. Snowy this season has 63 twos games. To Die For, to be fair, has 350. So he's grinding, but like, why like, they're not grinding the game, bro. Like, you're not grinding the game. They could play EU and get this like 150 ping or whatever, but they'd improve from it.
Can you get 150 ping to EU from SSA?
Or
is it only one way?
It might be one way
to SSA. But like, for example, I see Snowy complaining on Twitter. Fair enough. You're annoyed. I sympathize.
It is smart to be annoyed publicly.
How much did the first player have?
You have 63 twos games this season.
60. I just want to say I have 52 twos games this season. Just want to throw it out there.
But he's playing on a 4,000 ping. Like,
so why does To Die For have 350?
Oh no, he's in there. Might be a bit.
There is no improving on 150 ping. Well, then how did any SSA player get good in the first place?
It looks like they may have been blind. It looks like they may have been blindsided by this announcement, and they thought they were going to roll the regionals.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. You thought you had a guaranteed spot just for you, and now it's not, and it's like, oh shit, I might actually have to, put the work in and earn this and beat. This is what I was saying with the 160 ping, where you should be able to beat these teams on that much of a disadvantage.
You should, yeah,
it's a big disadvantage. That's like an EU player playing like
Yeah.
West
Just
It's
dribble.
like
neutral
It's
NA
easy.
players.
It's like
NA
CJ and I playing
players.
on US West with Rizzo.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Well, we
we've
did
won
beat
many matches
CRL
doing that.
teams.
Hold on a
We
second,
did
we
beat
were
CRL
farming
teams.
CRL teams in US West. This is not looking good for SSA all of a sudden.
Mm-mm.
It's very playable, ladies and gentlemen. But no,
It's
it's
very
like
playable.
it's borderline. I would say it can some situations like 50-50s, demos, kickoffs, flip resets all look completely ridiculous. But then as long as there's a clean touch on the ball, it's fine. So I suppose you can play around it. You definitely can play around it. Yeah, I think it's probably going to be tough for SSA. But no, for the record, they should be annoyed. By the way, SSA should be publicly annoyed.
I
It would
back
be
their
really dumb
annoyment.
for SSA players not to be publicly outraged by this within reason, because they've got to put as much pressure on like Epic and Psyonix and Blast to change that. Even if it is futile, like they should do that. It would be dumb not to. So I'm not surprised. I'm not like I think they should be upset. They are. But yeah, at the same time, you can't. I'm not mad at the players for doing that. It's not their fault.
I see it the exact same way as you, Johnny. Can we just say as well, Riho, who is a European player who signed up for South Africa, SSA, RLCS, has said kickoffs is the only bad thing we've been scrimming on SSA. So we will see. We shall see. Is it this weekend? I think it is this weekend, right?
Yeah.
Everything's
this
coming weekend is emerging region weekend, then EU's the next weekend.
Hey, and they have to hold that one, Johnny. I like that.
I want to add as well. He's really fired that a lot to us. So it's like we're like, oh come on, Dad, stop it. Now listen, we've also got to say that NA. There's some NA teams that have signed up for APAC as well. I want to throw a little. I have seen that and heard it on Twitter and whatnot, but I want to throw a little question mark in here. From what I've heard from APAC players, there's still not any playable APAC servers at the moment. They're completely in the bin. So I'm not sure if we're going to be able to fix that issue before, because they're all playing OCE at the moment. I think they need to fix the APAC servers before the weekend, because there's going to be 400 teams trying to compete for that one major spot.
What ping? They get like 120 or something, 130 pings at OCE on from APAC, right? Or from like the closer.
But you have to play on
APAC.
certain APAC servers, but they don't work at the moment. Is what I've heard.
So
what does it mean by not work? Like, is it high ping?
Well, yeah, you can just get they're all like 999, spiking crazy.
My.
They've just got like broken mirror server, remote virtual server things going on. So
what else?
Maybe
didn't Max also? Max tweeted something else. Max, you tweeted about what was it? Chinese New Year, I think.
Oh yeah, the week after. Yeah, it's the week after or something.
It clashes with the regional. Is it the first one? So like some people just literally can't play it. It would be like putting a regional in Christmas, in Europe or America. Like
well, you say that, but this is the second year in a row, Yummy, where I said Yummy, Johnny. This is the second. Whenever I'm complaining to someone, it's usually Yummy. I think that's why I said that. This is the second year in a row where we will. What it says to us is that the major is going to be on Easter Sunday again. San Diego last year was on Easter Sunday. Some people don't celebrate Easter. Oh, I love getting some chocolate eggs. I love it. I love Easter Sunday, but apparently we don't do it. We just have lands on that day. So I'm sick of it.
San Diego is on Easter. I don't think that's as bad though. That's not as bad as like putting it on.
Yeah, no, it's not on
Christmas.
Easter's a bit of you get a week off school.
Easter's like a day. Yeah, Easter's a day.
Can we ask the question like? This has been on my mind. I don't know if it's been on yours, Joyo.
Sorry.
But we just spoke about NA briefly, but can we talk about Sam real quick?
Yeah,
because I've got this little thought in my head that Sam might be looking a bit better than NA on paper right now. Like they look ridiculously good.
The depth, at least, the depth in Sam is so clear.
Sam looks ridiculous.
South American
really
complexity, Furia. All these teams are gonna be, I don't know, man.
You had three good teams in Sam last season. You had three very solid teams, and now they've just like consolidated talent and got into two of NA's best from last season.
Yeah,
like mental.
Obviously, I don't really know what's like publicly known about the Sam teams. I've just seen like rumors and stuff and heard some things. But like from the stuff that's known, you've got Furia and Complexity, who are like the big two, and that will compete with what you got NA, who have G2 and Gen G, and the rest is just kind of a mix. And then Sam's the same, but like, and I guess you could argue like Gen G and G2 are probably on paper better than the big two Sam teams, Furia and Complexity. But like below that, I think Sam have NA beat nearly with every team. Like seriously.
What, up until like the 8th team or something?
Yeah,
Or...
seriously. Like, there's so many like good teams or like rumored teams in Sam. Like, that when you go down the list in NA, when you start getting to like the 6th, maybe 5th, when you get to the 6th or 5th in Sam, they actually just look better on paper.
Hey, listen, I was absolutely ridiculed a few weeks ago. It was before Oxygen won their own tournament by reverse sweeping G2. I was ridiculed for like saying I think people are getting a bit too like people are already talking about G2 as like top 5 world, and I'm like, they haven't won anything. Like, yeah, on paper their players are very good, but all those players in RLCS at the end of last season were performing. Well, Atomic actually finished strong, but Beastmon and Daniel not so much. Like their RLCS results are kind of unproven still.
They didn't make any lands. They didn't make worlds. They didn't make 2 majors.
So I wanted to see more. I was like, I want to see more before I just jump them into top 5 world. I'm like, they're definitely not there right now. They're probably they're just inside or maybe on the outside of top 10 world. And I was ridiculed for this. I think
it depends on the day. I mean,
no,
I mean, I see the argument. I see your
have,
argument.
Like one of the highest
I see,
in the game.
Like, in terms, if you look at the players individually, like, you could easily put them top 5.
They've got the potential, but like I think you've got to see it first, because like when you look at the end of last season, I think the Furia combo of Lost Yan was probably playing better than Daniel Beast Mode, and then Drafinho was playing insanely well. So you put all those 3 together, like that's a really, really good team. I don't think you could just immediately like put G2 over them. It's
yeah, for sure. There's an argument to be made for sure. Like,
I want to go easy on the depth as well. I mean, come on, I'm looking at the NA seeding. We've got my team, the Muffin Men, number 10 seed in North America. Make sure you check out the broadcast that I will be running for the boys. Squishy and the gang will be getting the job done.
All right, mate.
And I just can't believe that, I'm looking down there. We've got Plot Twist. Oh, there's some great teams that, sub. It's good players. There's good players down there. There's great players. The TSM, Team Solo Mid, fantastic all. 17th seed.
Are you leaking? Is that announced?
Oh, well, it's on the seed.
Well, who knows who they are?
Who knows who they are? Well, wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Well, you'll have to work out who that team is. But look, it's official now. There you go. Well, it is official. They have picked up someone. Who knows? But ladies and gents, as I said, there's some depth down there. As you can see, there's some depth down there. It's fantastic to see.
Some unknown depth.
Some unknown depth.
Yeah.
Thanks for linking this sheet, Roz. I'm going to close that one since there's some information that shouldn't be read on there. Fantastic.
No, I'm pretty sure someone. You're not the first one to say that, CJ. I've
thank you. Well, I mean, you've got to stop. You've got to stop making those lists that have these leaks on them for me.
Wait, what in this seeding sheet? What in the seeding sheet can be talked about? So we just.
Well, we could talk about general seeding based off the rules.
You want to
talk about general seeding based off the rules? Yeah.
Yes. How does the general seeding based off the rules work? What are the rules related to seeding?
Rizzo, you can show it on stream. I think
the seeding.
Yeah, maybe just don't show NA.
No, I mean, I think you can. It's literally like.
Is it public?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this got tweeted or put in shift or something like that. It's not hidden.
I see.
Okay. This isn't confirmed.
No, I'm just saying
this is based off what's in the official rules.
But there's no shot that this is final. Absolutely no way.
No. It won't be 100% this. This is just like a vague.
A starting point.
Yeah.
It's gotta be. There's no way this is final.
From what I can gather, this is me who sent this link, so I'll explain it for the people who aren't in the Discord group chat. It's from what I can gather is the person who made this list read through the official rules that came out recently, and basically they've taken that and put it into like a formula, and they've then made the points to seed the teams. But there's a few that are a bit dodgy, and we're involved in one of them. So if you want to pull it up, Rizzo.
Yep, production's getting that. Whole lot of production's in my ear right now. They're about to drop
production.
that in.
Yep.
Cheers, live production.
It's gonna block the chat and just about everything with this. So here you go. Can't find a better spot for that one.
Oh, that's class. That by Johnny and CJ.
Yeah, no, it's good. I'll just shimmy over here.
Well placed, honestly. Very, very good stuff.
So obviously the glaringly obvious issue straight off the bat is that the current world champions aren't first seed in Europe.
Let's pull that up for a second. Hang on.
Yeah,
production's got that one.
Wait a minute, Raj. How have you scammed What is
So
going on
basically,
here?
my contact within Blast has
yeah.
us first seed. yeah.
He
Life
asked
is
for your...
good.
Wait.
Did you ask nicely?
It's rigged.
What?
So
Okay, well that
I
just
don't know.
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it doesn't. But I mean, this is what's being rumored. I don't think we will be first seed, but we might. And can we talk about some of these rosters? Let's talk about some of these.
Well, can we? I'm not sure we can.
Maybe we
After
can't.
what I did before.
Well, what else should we talk
go
about?
for it.
Actually, no, we probably shouldn't, should we?
Which rosters?
Well, we.
Couple of them.
A couple of them.
A couple of them. A
Okay.
few
Well, I mean,
You guys can tiptoe around it.
revealed rosters.
Mm.
wait.
Who's Solary?
That's release Rizzo. You're
That's
behind.
Wait,
That's,
so...
Yeah.
you ain't
people-
instigating shit with that one. That's
Yeah.
K-Dog.
I know,
K-Dog.
I'm not
It's
instigating. I
K-
just don't pay attention.
It's
That was a genuine
K-Dog,
question.
Shore Set, Wrist Fox, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wrist
Yeah.
Fox?
Reese Fox.
Keep going about that one. Wrist Fox.
Reese Fox, bro. I think is it Reese Fox?
Yeah,
Wrist
RYS.
Fox?
Oh,
Fox.
man.
Yeah, the Belgian player
It's
who's
all
like
public.
in the come
Someone's
up.
capping.
No,
There's no way.
so
Oh no, but
so
it's all in.
could
it's
people
all on
reverse
Start GG.
engineer? People
Yeah,
could
it's all on
probably
Start.
people could
Okay,
figure out
we
where the
can talk
rosters
about it
are.
then.
They could
So-
figure out the rosters, bro. 'cause,
Is it
like,
really?
Yeah,
Yes. The Lunar
Oh, it
Galaxy team that's number 9 is a chronic with just 2 friends basically. And
Wait, isn't it? It's
I'm
coach
seeing
from,
some
it's coach
shocked
from last season.
faces. I'm seeing some shocked faces from Rizzo. This isn't a leak. This is on start.gg.
Oh, this is. Oh yeah. Wait, this is all out.
Are
The
we sure?
roster's locked.
This is
If it-
all
if it-
start.
if
The
it's not
rosters
start,
are locked, guys.
If it's not start, it's public, bro.
Someone go and clip Rizzo and CJ's faces, please, because I have the stream on my second monitor.
How do
And I was
I?
behind, and their faces. Someone clip that, I beg. But that's just a chronic and 2 friends. And
Can we get a
they're
link to this
90.
Start GG page before we keep
Yeah.
going? I just
Okay.
need to have a quick look. Can we just get a
No,
quick
no,
link?
just keep going.
Okay, keep going. But I'd like a link.
Number 11. Could anyone guess what number 11 seed in Europe is? I'd like you guys to take a couple of guesses.
Winners POV.
Wait,
Yes.
what number 11 seat? Oh, like the
Yeah,
players?
11 seed in Europe. Who's on that team? Who
Someone...
do you think? What caliber?
Oh, people seem to know.
Before
do
you
seem
say that,
to.
question:
Wait, chat
do-
knows.
if you're a sub for last season, do you get the points
No,
for that
no,
team?
no,
or is it-
no,
okay,
no,
okay.
because I think Gorf's team's on there somewhere, and he's sub for Oxygen,
Okay.
and he didn't get the points.
Winners POV. People, I'm
Looks like
I'm
chat's
checking
got it.
chat.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, well then you know. It's OSM, Mertzy, and Pulse MK. 11 seed in
Sam's got
Europe.
more depth than this. Sam has more depth than this.
It
I
does,
will not
it
stand
does.
for this region.
No, seriously.
11 seed in
No,
Europe.
no, please deep it because, okay, for example, 17th seed So, who made Gamers 8 last year, are 6 places behind Pulse MK.
Yeah, and
Oh,
Mertzy,
my
who's
days.
like champion 2 or something. Like,
Whoa.
bro, do you understand like how if this is the final seeding, the bracket's gonna look when
But-
11th seed winners
This can't
POV
be, bro.
lose to
There's no way.
150th seed?
Oh my
And then
god.
take their seeding. Basically, it's a double E-link.
Yeah.
So whoever lucks out and gets
Man,
winners
whoever's-
POV.
yeah,
Yeah, someone
whoever's
just
the
get
11th seed,
someone
man.
just gets a free 11th seed for no reason.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Are there any
Wow.
other
Nah.
like OSM MK type teams in this, or is that
Yeah, we're
Oh,
interested.
is winners
there's-
PRV the biggest shock
I
here?
don't know who Team Lemon are.
Team-
Who's Team Lemon.
Team
Yeah, they're
Lemon.
19th seed.
No, I think I've heard.
Oh, it's Charlie B. Ocelon and Ivan, the Spanish Ivan. So
Normal
yeah,
team,
okay, that's
yeah.
fair
That's
enough.
fair enough.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
fair
no,
enough.
the only ones that are like that is what Lunar Galaxy and
Yeah, those are the ones that I know
Lunar
of.
Galaxy and Winners POV are the other ones.
Team 3 is Catalysm, Rizix, Mark. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, all the
no,
other
Can
teams
we
are
get a
normal.
link to this Start GG page? I'm still concerned where you're pulling these rosters from.
Nah,
this is part of
They're
this
all locked.
Start
Like,
GG
the
is fine.
lock stop, like roster lock's done. Like you can't sign
Just
up
go
for
to start,
RLCS
yeah,
anymore.
just go to Start GG and like look up
Yeah,
RLCS.
but, okay.
Someone
be there.
GC linked it in chat.
Thank you. GC's
go.
always onto it. Thank you. All right. So we can.
Yeah,
guys,
Where's
we all-
the North
what do we-
America link? I want to see this TSM thing that I've leaked.
What do you guys think of the seeding?
I mean,
What's
that's
the seeding,
obviously
guys?
super,
especially
super,
number 1.
No, I mean it's super scuffed. Like that's. I mean, okay, maybe not. Maybe super scuffed is too. Like if this is just a starting point, like an automatic, let's just auto this to get it close, and then we'll move around the outliers. That's fine. I don't see a problem with that. That's how every seeding works. You just have some kind of automated system initially, and then you adjust the ones that are in the wrong spot. But yeah, I think so you're saying OSM based on the rules, he got that seed based on performance in a completely different region last season.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
so that's not going to work.
That can't be allowed.
That doesn't work because there has to be some kind of strength, like region strength modifier, so that doesn't happen. So if they're just APAC equals EU when it comes to seeding, you're not going to have a functional seeding. So yeah, I'm sure they'll change that. Surely.
Well, yeah, because like, well, for example, if you mix the two, like if Riho plays this entire season, that team like Riho, Motion, and Nugget. If they play the whole season in SSA, get like 100 points, and then come back to EU for the season after, they just get like first seed. Yeah, that's like, yeah, like it just can't happen.
Question: Is there an easy way to sort through these teams other than looking through 4,000
You are so
pages?
stressed. You are so stressed.
You can search attendees. I'm pretty sure if you go to attendees,
oh really?
Click search, yeah. Click attendees.
I've never heard a man more stressed in my life. He's so nervous.
No, but I'm telling you, the Rizzo CJ facial expressions when I said like a chronic and two of his mates, it was so jokes.
Wait, is NA's rosters locked? Let's see, NA.
If EUs are, then NA surely are because they start earlier.
Oh, yeah. I've tried to
hand announcement.
I'm such a boomer. I tried to join the NA Discord. That wasn't what I meant to press. Where is it? Qualifier 1, NA. Here it is. Let's find it. Put CJ at ease. It's taking ages to load.
We can start running through these. Wait, pause. We can start talking about these NA teams one by one if you want. There's obviously Genji seed number 1 because it's got 2 major winners. Then OG seed number 2. SSG seed number 3. G2 Esports, T-Bate's favorite, number 4. Which, I tell you what, I've watched them a couple of times. Obviously, they lost to Oxygen. They lost in another bubble tournament, I think, to Luminosity, who do look good. Cheese, my goat, is cooking. But I don't know. Maybe G2 aren't the lock that everyone thinks they are for top 2 NA. What's your guys' thoughts on that?
I think they are favorites to get it. But I don't think that they're like everybody was when that team first played together. I think it wasn't their first like official playing as non-weird names tournament, the Oxygen tournament, and they were like destroying everybody at some point, and everybody was like, "Oh yeah, this team's just the best in NA, best in the world." And I was like, "This is definitely too fast to be saying all that." I think you need to see some evidence.
They lost to Bosch Esports, bro. Bosch.
Yeah, Oxygen Esports.
Yeah.
Cook them.
Reverse
sweat
just say,
it's
crazy.
I just love this whole prize pool spread out thing. Like we went from 50 teams in OCE to 177 teams. I just love that there's now like 120 new teams. Like NA, there's really 400 teams that go, I'm getting that 128 spot. There's so many teams that are that confident.
Hold on, I need to amend it because I think last time we had a Jotcast, I was theory crafting like the prize pool. I thought maybe they're going to start it at like $30, a kind of token prize for the team who came in at 128th. But no, it's $300. You get $100 each for like getting a Mickey bracket.
I just know them top 128 games are going to be like Champions League final for some teams. Like their limbs are going to be crazy.
Wait, the what is it? 17th to 128th place teams are making a combined like $48,000. That is so much money for the teams outside of the top 16. That I mean, I'm happy for them personally. I think it's going to be really. It'll make those games like more intense. So good for them, and it's definitely going to increase competition. So I don't mind it. They just took way more off the top than I thought they would. Which also, I mean, I don't think is that bad.
Who is empty space? Just quietly, someone else.
Oh, is this a team?
I can see.
Yeah.
Hold on. Empty space is Gear. Oh my god! Oh my god! It's Gears. It's Gears.
It wasn't Gear in APAC. Yeah.
This is APAC points. So they won't be there either. They won't be 15th. I mean 14th seed.
Oh, I see. So
where is Hey Bro? Someone's asking CJ.
They were
let me look it up. Hey. Bro.
No, the 25th, right?
Oh, no, 22nd. Yeah.
I don't think they're a part of the seeding, but they are signed up.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
DJ's keeping his leak per show at an
We're all
absolute
clear,
limit right
ladies
now.
and gentlemen. We are all clear. Everything is under control.
Yeah, doing a good job, CJ.
W in
Well
chat
done,
for
mate.
that. W in chat.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Really good detective work there. Protect the information.
One in chat if you still don't know who TSM is.
Oh, what? It's a weird way to change the topic after we were talking about Hey Bro.
What? CJ?
And
What?
again, run it back. 1, 2.
It's weird. It's a weird way to change the topic.
Talking of lists with up to maybe 20,
my
maybe
days.
more players on it. Do you like that segue? What's your
Yeah,
thoughts
I
on
love
the
that.
shift? What's your guys' thoughts on the shift? The shift ratings.
Can we insta move on?
happened.
Can we insta move on?
We need
Joyo,
to do
what was your thoughts on your
shotcast top
placement?
20, bro.
My thoughts on my placement that I didn't have. Yeah, it was great, mate. It was really good, and the list's really good. And I don't think it was made just to get impressions on Twitter. It was really good. Yeah,
Cool.
brilliant that one. Yeah.
But like, wait, didn't Halfway Dead do one like an AI top 20, top 25, or some was it for the year, the calendar year, or for the season? I forget if it was calendar year or season. He definitely did one, and that one was way better. It was like much like visually closer. Has anybody got a link for that one? I'm trying to look for it on his website. Yeah,
Everyone's
shout out
saying it was a
Halfway Dead.
marketing ploy to get the blue wall to follow the. And honestly, that's not a bad idea because if Rise, you can probably attest to this. The blue wall have a lot of they will follow and they will come in numbers for some followers on Twitter or X, should I say? So maybe they're smart. They may be smarter than us.
I mean, Shift have become a sport Bible, bro. You've got to click on their website if you want to read anything nowadays. You can't. They put like this RLCS pro did this, and that'll be soon. And then you've got to click. They'll have arrows, and you've got to click. Like it's like clickbait to their website.
There's like 6 pop-up ads and everything.
Yeah, you got to accept about 20 different forms of cookies. Rip cookie, and then you've got to like. You've got to go through these cookies and just so
the fake download link that's actually an ad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, it didn't the start of the list just end up being so bad that everybody just gave up on it after like 19. They're like, I've seen enough. Like they see 20 and 19, they're like, yep, it's scuffed. What have they done? I didn't see their criteria, to be fair. I mean, honestly,
that criteria was literally like, oh yeah, it's mainly dependent on results until we don't want it to depend on results and we want to make a controversial opinion.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
we'll
Why did they wait so long to do it? I feel like it's like the next season's about to start, and they're like, let's talk about last season. I'm like, who's
they had a
talking
big
about last
break
season?
as well.
Like, nobody's talking about last season. They're talking about the next season. It's starting this week. So I was confused by the timing. I'm like, what is this? Should have ranked the teams going into this season. That would be way more clickbait.
Yeah, where
Also,
about
way more
rankings,
speculative. You could justify bad rankings for this season, and nobody can really say anything. It's all speculative anyway.
This is facts.
Okay.
Yeah, I think.
I mean,
go ahead, Ray.
I was just saying this is facts, bro. Like,
Oh, okay.
I just think I brought it up, but I don't really have much else to say on it. I think it was,
I think if we discuss the placements, that's what they want. So
yeah,
like
let's not give that. We've already said the name, but let's not give them the attention they so crave.
You did a good job, by the way.
Oh,
yeah, you got them there.
Well done.
Yeah,
Because
got 'em there.
Hold that one, mate.
They're reeling, absolutely reeling from that. And now the back to the seeding. Yeah, I think that the short version of that, I'm thinking surely some of these are going to get changed, and if not, then it will expose the kind of flaws of double elimination as a qualifier format. Because it's exactly
Best of
this.
three.
Like underseeded teams, overseeded teams are
In a best of
basically
three.
Yeah, in a best of 3, you're donating that seed to the team that beats you. So if a team is seeded top 10, who shouldn't be, then they lose to seed 150, who are correctly seeded. Now suddenly 150's got a way easier bracket than they should. And they might actually have a shot at a spot that they don't really deserve based on the merit of where their seed should be or where their seed accurately puts them. So yeah, I think that they've got to be really careful with the seeding here, because if you're going to use double elimination as a qualifier of this prestige, seeding has to be pretty bang on. Otherwise, you're still going to get disasters, though. By the way, some teams are still going to get completely unlucky. And
yeah, but isn't it so cool when that Cinderella story team makes it through? The team that has no fans compared to a team that has tons of fans that could actually like lead the esport. Wouldn't that be really cool to see the Cinderella run?
I think that the open qual format is going to be very, very exciting content. So the qualifiers, everybody's going to be watching the qualifiers, cutthroat, best of 3. Oh my goodness, it's actually a close game. What if they go lower bracket right now? Yeah, super high entertainment value, but you lose out on a little bit of. It'll make probably some actual main events a bit scuffed this season.
Would you be happy or upset if Turbo's Cheeks qualified over Shopify Rebellion?
Well, it depends on the circumstances. It really does. If you guys earned Turbo's Cheeks, if they earned a really hard fought
I don't think it matters. I think you're gonna be losing your mind, Johnny. Your co-host just made RLCS. Come on now.
Rizzo, I've been watching your ranked games. There is zero chance.
It's not about me. It's about Turbo.
No, is it Turbo and Kep again?
Yeah. Somehow we made it happen once more. Those 4.
Those were good. Yeah, but listen, it does depend on circumstances. If you guys like peak and you get in, then fair play. That's sick. But if you got in because they accidentally seeded some team way too low or way too high,
you play like Gia's team, and then
you scam their seed, and now you've got a couple of free rounds, and now you're 1 round away from making top 16, and it's like, okay, that's a bit silly. Like you shouldn't, it's a Mickey run, literally a Mickey run. So it really depends. But somebody's gonna get a Mickey run. So if somebody, why not you? I would say that would be good.
I'll take that. I guess. Yeah, sure.
Let's do a little check. How many hours does Rizzo have?
He's played 56 twos games, and he's like,
Rizzo, how many hours past 2 do you have compared to Power World?
He's got his hours hidden, by the way.
Do I?
Yep.
I can share.
Of course he does.
No, I didn't know that.
I've got 43.
I'm ready. In what?
In Rocket League, obviously not Power World. We don't care about.
You know what's crazy is I have 4.3.
Oh my god!
How many am I on?
Yeah,
I'm on like 90, maybe like high 80 now.
But okay, let me just throw out a scenario, a realistic scenario. If G2, everybody's so excited to see G2 play, they're going to be super nervous because they want to perform up to the standard everybody expects from them. Now, what if they, in a best of 3, just end up running into some peaking like demons who have absolutely
what do you know about Elevated Buffy? Does anyone know Elevated Buffy?
I thought you were going to say Squiggly Octopus or something, or one of apparently Jack's
no. Elevated Buffy. I don't know if anyone knows him.
I've not heard of that name, no.
He like streams qual runs, and like he starts on like 2 viewers, and then he'll randomly upset a team every qual, and he'll end up with like 50 to 100 viewers. He's like, I don't know. He's just like, I always watch him when he plays quals because he always, I don't know. I just always see him beating people.
Yeah, the thing is,
there's them called demons, bro.
Yeah, the called demons always. J-Ways, wow. Take a bow.
Wow.
But the thing is, like, people will
my
say,
teammate, bro, Oli was like that as well. Oli, Bram, and who was it? Pediatrics.
Well, listen for a second. People will say that, okay, well, if G2 lose to some guys who peaked on them, then they deserve it. And that's absolutely right. Like, double elimination is a perfectly fair format. And if that team beat them on the day, they're the better team. They deserve the spot. However, like, that would tarnish like G2's seed. It would like maybe further down the line like ruin some other teams' run because they ran into G2 who underperformed one day and then actually just qualified perfectly fine the next 2 events. And meanwhile, that team that peaked on them once, you never see them again. That was their day. Really cool for them, by the way. Like awesome to have that day. But
they'll lose the next series.
It can kind of ruin some regionals where you're missing a team. Like, what if G2 win 2 regionals and then they just have like the most ridiculous scenario happen in double and they don't even qualify for the 3rd regionals? Like, what is going on here? How is that team won 2 regionals and they've not made the 3rd? What is this? Like, it's just so confusing. So I feel like that is probably going to, at some point during the season, reduce the overall quality of one of the main events. But the qualifiers are going to be sick, so it's a trade. Qualifiers just got way more exciting. Main events probably just lost some value.
I want to say it. I reckon, wild claim, the first regional. I think that maybe this isn't a wild claim. I reckon there'll be one top 8 seed in North America that won't make it.
Whoa,
to the top 16.
That's crazy.
Won't make it. I don't know about won't make it, but they'll like. I feel like they'll struggle in lowers or something, and like get really bad seed.
I want to say they won't get to Swiss.
When does best of 3 end?
That's mad.
What round is best of 3 finished?
I think it's end of day 2.
It's pretty early. It's pretty early.
It's end of day 1 or end of day 2. It's one of them, I think.
Right, end of day 2. Okay, and that's like what is it?
Wait, top 64 still best of 3? Okay, that's actually kind of crazy. I thought it was going to be
definitely lose. Remember that top 64 in upper bracket. Well, wait, what? How many upper bracket teams are in the upper bracket in the final best of 3 round? Because that's the real question. Because top 64 in double elimination, most of the teams are already lower bracket, so it's not a clear idea. Of how many
is
teams
it?
are still
Somebody in
best of
chat
threes.
said it's best of 1 lower bracket. Is that true?
No shot.
No, it's best of 3 the whole way.
Okay, that guy's lying.
That'd be insane. If it's lowest round 1's best of 1 would be funny though.
So the
Like
last
you just
best of
accidentally
3,
lose.
64 teams in the upper bracket when the last best of 3 is played. So that's like that's not as bad because oh man, it's still pretty bad. What if you're like a 16th best team in NA and you've got to beat the 49th best team and they're in a best of 3 and they're just all SSLs peaking. It's not going to be fun. That's going to suck.
Can I say for some reason I'm so scared to talk right now. Based on, do you remember last year when I leaked that APAC thing?
We really don't have to go back
what did
that
you
far,
leak?
CJ. We don't
No,
need
no,
to go back
you
to
can say
last
what you
year.
leaked now. I'm sure it's already out and about.
Well, no, I didn't leak anything. I'm just saying, like, hypothetically, in a potential world where I might leak something, in the next few minutes.
In this world, what is it that, hypothetically speaking, allegedly got leaked?
Well, there's nothing that hypothetically could. I'm just saying, like, I feel like every word that now comes out of my mouth, I am worried that everyone's going to go,
Yeah, we're writing it down. It's being transcribed to AI to like decode as we speak. It's all out there.
now I'm worried.
Don't worry, mate.
My heart rate's
Sometimes
up.
things get leaked.
That's
Bro.
all I
Sometimes
wanna
things
say.
get leaked.
Well, I didn't leak anything. I'm just saying, hypothetically, I feel like I could do what I did last year to leak something. But, because last year I did leak a lot.
Okay, I'm changing the subject here, but I just saw something in chat. Shout out to It's ECG. What's your guys' thoughts on NRG and Dig signing? I don't know. Well, signing. I don't know if they were signed, but having Frosty.
Careful.
No, mate, I'm not like you, bro. I'm not tripping over my words. Oh my god, I did it as I said that. But all right, mate.
Nice. Anyway,
Frosty signed to NRG. Supposedly, he was announced, and
he's playing. He's locked in.
Supposed to join Dig, and then both these teams are, splitting. What's your guys' thoughts on this?
What? He's. But Raj, they signed Frosty. He was locked in. Frosty locked in.
I know,
NRG Frosty locked in, signed in for the season.
The announcement video. I watched it.
Well, what happened then?
I watched them eat hot ones, hot wings with Musty.
Yeah, I
watched that, but I saw the announcement. So, what's happened? What's your guys' thoughts on that?
I mean, I think that NA, like the sort of like vibe that people were like saying they got from NA was like, oh, it's just friendship teams and nobody with talent gets a chance. And then NA were like, oh shit, we need to find some new talent. And then they've went and looked for like people who are either like peeking into or just like playing good. And they've tried to pick them up and just invest into them. And then last second they were like, shit, maybe they won't be that good. And then they just kicked them and like, I guess, backed out of it before the season's even started and just try to go for someone who's more of like a guarantee.
What's happened though? Like surely they would have scrimmed together before they signed him.
They definitely did, but I feel like it's. Sure. Imagine they're 15. I'm pretty sure. They're both 15.
No, Aaron's like 18 like 19. Or 19.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's older. Yeah, he is.
But Frosty's 15. Frosty's 15.
Yeah, Frosty's.
I'm imagining.
Yeah. Okay, imagine you're 15 years old. You're going back centuries now for you, CJ, but you are 15 years old, and you, Rizzo.
I love how CJ and Rizzo got the brunt of that. Thank you.
Youngest one here.
Yeah, I mean, you're almost 40 as well, Johnny.
Good as well.
Just keep painting that picture. Paint the picture for me. Yeah, you just try.
Imagine.
You're 15 years old. You're a kid. And you're joining this massive org, one of the biggest orgs, ex-world champions. you get this massive hype. You are grinding. Frosty's got like a K2s games this season. He's grinding a lot. Obviously, I don't know what happened behind the scenes, but you're 15 years old. You join this team. You're hyped. 3 weeks later, letter comes in the post. Do one, mate. Do one.
Letter comes in the post. It's not
Letter comes in the
Hogwarts.
post from Mr. NRG himself. You're gone.
Yeah.
From John
Pack your
Energy.
bags. Look it off. What's your thoughts?
You don't think they even gave him a phone call? You think they really dropped him by mail?
Oh, it's probably on Discord. Let's be honest. I was dramatising it a little
It
bit.
might not have been. It could have been a
That's
DM.
got to be
Could have
the
been a DM.
worst thing for a young player
I mean,
possible.
that's soul crushing because
It is. So
like that's like
if
dream
Frosty's
org.
watching, like, I hope you go on and do great things, bro. I think you got a lot of potential. So don't let it get to you, bro. Come back stronger.
Well,
And
will we ever
Joyo
know
them.
the full story?
Maybe.
But yeah,
maybe
the
not.
thing is you can't fully assume what happened, but it still just seems really like
Yeah.
like
He
like,
shouldn't have been signed and announced and picked up if they weren't sure. You
Yeah, for
shouldn't
sure,
sign
for
a
sure.
player.
Yeah,
especially,
what has
like,
seriously gone wrong
something
within that?
crazy has
Yeah,
to have
that's
happened, bro.
weird. Well, I mean, who knows? Maybe there is some. I don't know. I would give them the like some benefit of the doubt there. That there are some circumstances that could arise that just prevent the continuation
true.
of a signing. It's not completely out of the ordinary, but it's definitely unusual.
As well,
but
I
twice
see
in
a lot of people
same
in this
offseason.
Twitch chat saying, I agree, like, Frosty, like, best of luck, blah, blah, blah. But I also saw, I'm not saying it's these people in chat, but I watched NRG's games in off-season
Oh my god, he
tournaments,
got so
and
much
all
hate.
I saw was Frosty getting
Oh yeah, I saw it too.
like,
He got so
abuse
much
on
hate, bro.
Twitter,
No.
in chat. It's crazy, bro. Like,
That's
what's he actually done to deserve that? Honestly,
That's kind
Nothing.
of insane because like all I've seen people would probably be like the people saying that NA is just the old boys club, and then they finally have somebody who's not one of the old boys, and that's the response you get. I mean, yeah, it's not fair, but I mean, Twitch chat's going to do that. I feel like it sucks to see, but it is as well important to just acknowledge that Twitch chat's going to do that, and the sooner you can just get over it and ignore it, the better, because it's going to happen. Like it's just
Yeah.
Can I
guaranteed
say,
that
I think-
it's going to happen.
sorry, just before you go, CJ, can I just cut you off? I was gonna say, I think that I was literally just continuing Johnny's point. Literally, I feel like the bar's been set by Zen, and I really don't think it's like positive at all.
fair to compare.
A young player, like, the bar now to compare is you've got to win everything, and it's like,
But
bro, that's not
let me add
realistic.
to that though. Like when Zen came in, Vitality was still a pretty good side. Like in what world can you go off at this young kid for coming in? NRG was shit. Like
Yeah.
coming into it. So like, what?
100%.
Like it's not as if they won the world championship. They made a roster move, and then all of a sudden Frosty's in. They're like, whoa, this isn't as good. Like what were the NRG? I don't know. I think you have to lower your expectations a little bit, especially early, since
sure.
they're such a new team
I mean,
still.
if Frosty was in like a pickup team and everyone saw his 15-year-old playing like bubble tournaments and he was in a pickup team, people would literally be saying he's next up and like he's so good and like wow, this young 15-year-old mechanical player, he needs to get picked up. But before, like, since he's been picked up before he's really had a chance to do that, people are literally expecting him to be like God. Like it's insane. Like he doesn't perform like to a level where he's like clearly the best in the tournament and people are acting like he's a complete bot. Like it's hard to adapt and get used to playing when you're either that young or that inexperienced. Like it's not gonna come straight away. And obviously, like Twitch chat will be Twitch chat, but like you always have to remember that. I mean, these people are like what, young adults, teenagers, kids. Like even RS is only like a young adult.
Yeah,
Frosty's
I will
kid.
add that.
Frosty's literally a kid, and it's not like it's peak to see. I mean,
No, the only reason, just very quickly, I said Twitch chat's gonna be Twitch chat is to highlight that it doesn't matter what Twitch chat says.
yeah, it's true.
It's
Yeah.
not
You're
accurate.
Right.
It's
And
not
also,
something you
it's
should care
not
about.
like
It
it's
doesn't
not these
matter.
guys here either. It's not the everyone watching this podcast. It's usually the guys that just hop in and be like, I love when
It's
does
trolls,
NRG
it's
play
trolls,
memes?
it's about trolls.
So
Fair weather
we're
fans, fair weather fans.
yeah, exactly. It's not. I know Triforce said, as an NRG fan, it's hard to see the some fans are like that. Obviously, we're talking to the 2%, maybe 1%. It could be 1% or 5%, whatever. But that as is with a lot of things, they can be the loudest.
They should
the
make
negativity.
Whoever's Twitch chat it is should attempt to control that. I think Twitch chat does follow the streamer in some ways, so it's a responsibility of the streamer. But when it comes to the player, like Frosty shouldn't care. Like he shouldn't be like, oh no, now I want to grind to make Twitch chat happy. Like, it doesn't matter. Like Twitch chat irrelevant. Like when
Just worry about the team,
yeah, worry about
but
like
the team got rid of him, so
yeah,
yeah, we
don't
don't
worry
really know
about
what
worry
happened.
about the next team. Worry about something you can actually control. You can't make anyone in the world like you. Never mind Twitch chat. Like sometimes people are just not going to like you. That's fine. You don't have to worry about it. Like pretty much it applies to anything, especially like when you're a public figure. There are going to be people who don't like you. It's fine.
Yeah, for
Doesn't
sure.
matter.
I mean, it's just like a very harsh thing, especially with what's happened in the team. Like,
Oh yeah, it sucks.
it's more like an
Both.
extra thing on top of it, where like this guy literally has been like given so much hope in this off season, and then been absolutely cooked by a big portion. Like, even though to us, or like from an outside perspective, like, oh, it's just Twitch chat. To him, he probably thinks that's like the whole world that thinks he's bad.
For sure. And like, I mean, it's not just Twitch chat as well. We're saying Twitch chat a lot, but I didn't really read much into it. But Reddit won't have been good because Reddit's Reddit. Twitter will have probably been like the least,
most supportive, I guess.
Yeah. But still, like, it's not gonna be like head up, bro, in every single place. Like, there will have been a lot of bad messages, and I don't know the guy. I don't know how he's gonna take it. I don't know if he doesn't care, if he takes it to heart. I hope that it doesn't bother him too much, but I know for like a fact that in the first place, taking that spot on a failing roster with that much expectation is like, he definitely saw it as this is my comeuppance. This is me. This is how I get to that level, and have to be kicked before the season even starts, to not even get the chance that you were like you'd earn and you've like worked for, taken away before even like getting to prove yourself must be really shit. So
yeah, I mean, I'm gonna wait before making like I'm not gonna jump to any conclusions until
we don't know
this full story comes out. It may never come out. I don't know. Maybe it's best that it doesn't. Like maybe there was just some kind of situation that they had to go their separate ways, and it's for the best of both parties that it's not public. So if they don't go public with it, then that's the way it is. But I mean, everybody still wants to see NRG regain their former glory, and everybody wants to see young players do well. So good luck to Frosty, good luck to NRG, and I'm gonna wait and hear what they have to say. Before judging the situation too much.
It could be something as simple as, they wanted to do a lot of boot camps or something, and it just couldn't work out in the end for him, or like something like that. Like, it could be something as simple as that, where it's like, okay.
Okay, sorry, I don't want to like speculate. And
like, I obviously that should have been talked about before.
That's what I was going to say.
Also,
I don't want to speculate and do like hypotheticals, but if something like that small was, or not that small, but like that insignificant after signing, I don't know, like.
But he's 15, so like, I mean, it's very much on the parents and like what the house.
Yeah, for sure. It could be
There's a
anything.
lot of things.
It could be anything.
So many things, so many factors that are completely unknown. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I judge either parties too much for that. But yeah, maybe like
we wish him well.
It's like
the signing was definitely like, whoa, this is like fast. I was like, there's no season announcement. All these signings are getting locked in. But at the same time, I mean, if you feel like you've got a wonder kid, you got to get them to sign as soon as possible. So I mean, again, you've got to hear both sides.
There were a lot of people interested in Frosty at the time as well.
Yeah.
So that probably sped up the process.
Yeah, I'm sure. But yeah, I mean, I had another question actually on a different topic that I wanted to just really quickly go over, because I've not heard anything publicly. Maybe one of you guys have, but with Blast working RLCS now, what are the rules with like with view parties? Are people allowed to do them? Like, is that have they made any formal announcement on that?
View parties are like team streams.
Oh no, so team streams, they made an announcement on this. Team streams are fine. Players or the team can stream their qualifier run on their day one content, I believe.
And Swiss stage, yep.
This is day one. It's Swiss
Wait,
day one, right?
They can stream the whole qualifier run?
If they really want to kill the game, they'll take away view parties. Like what?
Well, I really was asking because I know that view parties aren't always in every esport like allowed. There's some esports where view parties have to be like through a specific program, like through partnership with the TO. I don't know if there's been any formal announcement on that. I don't know if there's been anyone inquiring. So yeah, I don't know. Not sure what the situation
that would be the nail in the coffin, honestly.
You think that's what does it?
I was gonna say, is that the nail? Like, how many
I
nails?
mean,
Yeah, but like
it's the
Kamato,
nail on
bro.
top of the nail on top of the nail, but
Well,
still,
like,
like,
would Kamato be able to do a viewing party if it was banned? Would
well,
Kamato be able to do it? Like Charlie would be. Would he be able to do it?
They'd allow certain people to do it.
Yeah,
I would assume.
yeah, certain streams, yeah, because if I mean, I'm just like thinking about other esports. I don't know what. Yeah, I think it's in League of Legends. You need to be like a approved view party streamer to view party. It's one in chat. If that's right, I think that's right. And it's probably the same in other games that I'm not remembering right now. So I don't know if that's a system that they're gonna.
I'm getting some info from a source saying that Blast only allows specific.
Specific what? He just died. What happened?
Hello? Guys.
The media.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
The media.
They just got him.
Yo. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
this is a clone, bro. This isn't the real Joyo.
bro. No. I
refuse to believe what you're about to say. I refuse.
I promise.
Just on his head.
I promise I haven't been replaced, guys. I promise it's me.
That's very convincing. I can't believe that.
Guys, it's me.
very
Okay. Well,
That's
from a source, I've just been told that Blast only allow specific people to stream.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I bring it up because I've not heard any like announcements about it, and I'm assuming that this weekend with Quals, there's going to be a ton of people view partying. But I've not seen any rules anywhere. I've not heard any announcements anywhere, and it would suck to like have that turn into more drama unnecessarily when it could probably be talked about beforehand. So I wouldn't want to see anybody get like a DMCA or something this weekend.
Can somebody please Photoshop a picture of Alpha Cap working at McDonald's?
That's your teammate, bro. What the fuck? That's a bit of a weird thing to ask.
I know. That's why it's even better.
I know that in CS,
man.
as you said, they've got their own viewing. I would hope though, just because of how everything's kind of gone down. I'd love for a little W to happen. We don't know what's going to happen, but just be like, you know what, anyone just go for it. Anyone can view it, and we want as many odds on it for the first season under Blast as possible. That would be cool, but yeah, we just don't know. I know you're concerned, Johnny, as a React, but you love doing reaction streams.
Love
React Andy.
Of course, absolute massive React Andy. But no, I mean, I think I expected there to be some kind of announcement by now about that. I'm surprised that there hasn't been one, so I thought I'd ask, see if I'd missed something.
Nope.
Yeah, I've been saying like this, like people in the whole like off season that's been happening have said to me many times, oh yeah, but with regards like casting, and we didn't even, I don't think we talked much or at all today about casters being let go. But in that conversation, a lot of people have told to me privately or even publicly, like, oh, but you're fine if you're not casting, you do watch parties, and I'm like, well, I already was thinking like, well, what if that's not a thing either? So I don't know. I don't know if that's a thing this season. Watch parties have not been. I mean, I'm a pessimist. I've not been like just assuming anything, really. So yeah, hopefully they're a thing.
The main thing is, will there finally be coach spots in these lobbies?
Yeah,
that's my main question.
No,
probably not.
I think you're pushing your luck there, mate.
I think
sorry.
No. How do they, on the coach thing, how do they monitor? Do they need to get everyone in a call and all the coaches are monitored in a call? Because how can you stop the coach from just saying, yeah, the goalkeeper's got no boost?
Yeah,
like,
but
that would help. That would help.
But like,
what if it's like, he missed the
boost. Sorry, guys, I lost composure there.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Thanks, AI Joyo.
What would it like? It wouldn't even do anything if they were just in the game. Like, it would just make it harder to play. Hearing a fourth person start going, he's gonna boost, like
nah,
you know.
There's definitely like some situations where like that could be beneficial to know.
No, they couldn't, Johnny. Please don't act like you know this stuff, bro. Please, I like
100%,
you know the one stuff, bro. I'm in these lobbies, bro.
Unequivocally, it would give an advantage.
I was in Worlds Finals and not a fourth. We could have had 20 people in that call. We weren't winning that grand final. By the way,
we're not talking about.
If I was in that final and I was 1-on-1 against Zen and Muse going E0, bro, it ain't helping. Bro, it's not helping.
No, we're not talking about World's Final when there's like a bunch of people all around you. We're talking about a qualifier online where, yes, I've heard the comms of some teams. It's a lot more calm in certain situations. It could absolutely provide an advantage. in Worlds final, yeah, probably not. There's probably way too much going on there.
Bro, it's
way
not.
too much emotions.
Maybe in like low level.
I'm just
maybe
saying
in like
there is
the
certain
first few
situations. I'm not saying it'll be
rounds
a big
where it's so
advantage.
slow.
I'm saying it could provide an advantage in certain situations.
But like coaching spots in main event plus should be completely fine
Yeah,
because
that
there's
should be
never
standardized.
there's never a time in a game you can go back for the past like 3 seasons. I cannot find a single moment. I guarantee there's not a single moment where like saying he's on this much boost would help the person.
So
on the
what
ball.
about if somebody you're not sure if they got the boost because the boost spawned really close to when they drove over. You're not sure if they got it or not.
But one of your teammates should have seen it and been.
I've heard pros
you'd
so
know that
many
anyway.
times be like, oh, he might have got that boost.
But
Oh,
there's
he
never
might be
there's
pros
never
speculatively
when have you
comms
heard
so
that?
often. In comms with like videos, there's a lot of speculative commenting like he might be this. I think he's
but
this.
the thing is, but
the
the
words
thing is,
these words pop up all the time. How can you say that knowing for certain wouldn't be beneficial?
There's
of course
never
it would
like
be
a-
beneficial. You
but
guys
there's
are
never-
pros. You
There's
can do
never
a lot
like a
with that
moment.
information.
There's never like a moment though in a game where like there's a complete blind spot for the entire team. Like everyone will be able to say or like you said like suggest something might happen, but like a coach giving that guarantee won't even help in the moment. Like you've got what 0.1 second to react to it or like even process what's been told.
So what's
to
the
you.
point of calming at all then? If like if you're not going to be able to react to any comms, like of course it's going to be useful.
Where's this argument gone? Sorry, I'm just
saying
zoned out
that
for a second.
I get it. No, I'm just saying I get why they wouldn't put coaches in the match because it could lead to.
There's not a single world where that's even a debate. It should be.
It is
100%
definitely a debate.
It's
definitely a debate. It is. We're debating it.
Lock it to your own players. Lock it so that you can only
Yes.
look at your own team.
Now we're
There you go.
talking. Now that's the solution. That's the solution right there. Is that you have to have a different type of spectate slot that can only see the boost of the team that they're on.
How's it done in League of Legends, Rizzo? I know you're like, or you were. Into
I think it's
League at some
exactly
point,
like that. Or, like they can
how
only see.
Or can they not be in contact? Or yeah, why can they not just make it so that they can't be in contact with the team? They make a team speak or whatever.
Yeah, I think there's specific team spectator slots. Like somebody can join the blue team.
Well, yeah,
they blue team, like that.
You get one spot
Yeah.
extra. I think that's it. There's a broadcast form you have to fill out and stuff, but I think it basically says.
I mean, they could monitor as well. I think that's true as well. That they could have like they could be monitoring who's in what call. That would work as well. But I feel like there's ways around that. I mean, I just get it why they wouldn't do that. It's just a lot of work for nothing. Like I don't think it really.
We're not adding anything, Rise. How many times can we tell you this season we are not adding anything? Honestly.
I don't know. I get why
updates.
teams want that, but like I can totally see why they wouldn't do it. Personally, I'm like they need to make an update to the game for that, and that's a big ask. I think for an esports.
Rocket League 2.
We did get an update. We actually did get an update. After all the casters got shafted, they actually put the gold octane in the shop. I don't know if you guys saw that. That was pretty sweet.
Oh, did they?
Get in result.
Come on.
Man, the money.
I didn't even know there was a golden octane.
Well, yeah, now you
Yeah,
do.
it's really sick. Gonna fix a game. Thanks, Epic.
Octane gold.
Let it go, bro. It's over.
It's over.
Speaking of, I think Johnny touched on a few people asking in chat as well. I'm not sure we actually said anything, but yeah, if you didn't catch the tweets earlier, we did, I guess, as a collective announce it. Well, for this cast, myself and Johnny will be on the talent team. We sort of talked about at the start of the show, but we kind of announced the European one. I had some people ask. The European broadcast, all 6 of us tweeted at the same time. I had some people ask, was it like a PR thing, the fact that you all did the same time? I think the thought process behind us all announcing at the same time was, let's kind of just announce it as a group, and then we can sort of move on. We didn't want to sort of spread it out and still have people be like, oh, who else is getting picked up, but also didn't want to just, I guess, have that be the focus. So we'll just, we just wanted to do it.
If you announce and there would be a post about that, people would talk about that. Somebody else announced someone else, and there's lots of questions like, okay, who else? We got this person. Like, it's just a lot easier if also all of us have the same agent. So I mean, we all know at the same time. So we just thought we'd say at the same time. So yeah, that was why. It was just because we all have the same agent, so we're literally like at the same stage of what we know.
Shut up, Roz. It's not non-PR. But as we said, you check out the tweets and stuff, but. Obviously we'd love to have the full, as I said, the full talent family, the full crew there, the full gang. But as we talked about, Rise, they're they're just not adding anything, and they've been reducing a lot of things. So
I love it,
check
the way you phrased that. Like there was like there's some people could misinterpret that statement. People could definitely
what do you mean?
misinterpret what you just said. When you're talking about the other casters, like we had to, they're not adding anything. But
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I just, you know what I mean. I was just like, there was.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, it was out of their control. It was out of everyone's control. Yeah, I'm just gonna stop talking, but check out the links. Make sure you support them. Is what I wanted to say. But that's the reason behind the announcement. I'm sorry, I'll stop yapping.
Chiefs announced he's coaching a team, by the way. I saw that today. He's
oh yeah, I saw that as well.
Hey.
Team. Yeah, hold on. Let me go to Chiefs Twitter. I swear he announced this. Yeah, he's coaching Pirates. He says Andy, 5-Up, and Aris.
Nice. W for a Chiefs.
Chiefs said excited to work with Pirates. Grateful, giving me the opportunity to coach.
Let's play ball.
That's cool to see.
Like.
I think Corelli also tweeted out that he'd be interested in coaching. So that would be cool if he saw Corelli and achieves.
Yeah, if anyone's interested, pick him up.
I was just about to say, maybe I'm sending a message right now to the deli man.
We want to see some proper strats being discussed. Corelli really walking you guys through what he wants to get the dub.
I think it could work.
Anyway.
What's the next topic we should talk about, guys?
Yeah,
anyone else got anything
else?
RLCS.
Well, that was kind of me wrapping it. I just want to get that in before we wrapped, but I mean we can keep going if we want to. Gee whiz.
If anyone's got anything there they feel strongly about.
Do you feel strongly about anything, Finley?
Me, I've gone through a number of things. Shift list, seeding.
We got new teams.
We do have new teams. What's your thoughts on your new team compared to your old one? How would you rate it compared to your old teammates, Joyo?
Yeah, mate, I'd say it's brilliant, mate. Yeah, it's a great team.
Well, that's PR answer, and that sounded not genuine at all.
No. My new team is
it's getting worse.
What has happened? I swear to God, something crashed.
They're coming for
a blast through
the windows.
All right.
I think I'm gonna flashbang.
Holy AI Joyo, they're trying to get him as well.
My team now is...
It's been swatted live.
The team I want now is the happiest team I've been going into.
They're typing the prompt.
Stop, guys! Stop!
There is nothing that says this team is any good right now.
Okay. In my opinion, this is the best team I've been on since Rise of Vetera.
Ah, well, now you're forcing it.
Nice.
Good to hear. I'm happy for you, mate.
What about you, Rise? As your new team?
We'd really squeeze that one out of him.
I mean, I'd go as far to say that the exact same thing as Joyo. I think this is the best team I've been on since, obviously Vetera and Joyo. And look, bro, I'm gonna do my talking on the pitch.
Oh yeah,
that's what I'll leave it
is
to.
This a new Rise we're gonna see?
Talking like a true one seed right there. That's a championship material. Love that from you.
We speak with series. We speak in Champions Field.
This KC new mentality is crazy.
I've one final. If we're going to move on from this, because it feels like you guys just turn on full PR and there's no point even talking to you guys.
What's the ask us a question. Also, how do you think us being? How is us being happy PR? Sorry, we hate our team so much. Do you hate your team? I hate my team.
It's just nice. You're not giving us anything. They're like, oh, we're so happy. Well done.
Joyo, I'm happy. I'm happy that you're happy, Joyo. Really,
thank you.
Actually, I'm happy that you're happy.
Rise, do you have
piss off, mate.
Do you have the KC Supermax?
Oh.
The what now?
Is that why you feel so confident about the esports? Because you're getting a max contract?
Mate, we're in a U, bro. What are you talking about?
If you were to think who the number one paid player is, where do you rate on that tier? Between 1 through 10, Are you number 1?
The number one paid
number
player?
5? Yeah. What do you think?
So Joyo, then.
Whoa!
Chill. Where are you starting there? Is that at the top or the bottom?
Sorry.
What? Hello. What's that, mate?
Man's gonna go rag for rag. Oh, I don't understand the question. If I'm being honest, what are you talking about, Lisa? So wait, so number one, where do I rank myself? What in terms of skill? In terms of skill or what? That's not an answer.
No, I'm not talking about terms of skill. I'm talking about your paycheck. I was asking if you had the KC Supermax,
and
that's why.
Revealed.
Oh.
What? All right. Do you run a podcast? What is this? I thought you're supposed to run a Rocket League podcast and you're asking players about their salary.
Yeah, and
What
people want to know the juicy info.
Yeah, Rise, now listen here.
The greatest podcast ever. What's your salary?
Well, let's not get into the official numbers, but can we say we actually touched on this in our little Patreon that we recorded last night. But I don't want to blame the players, but we had a serious salary hike bubble system going on. We were like a crypto for the player salaries for North America and Europe, and this is part of the problem in esports. Pop the bubble. At what point did these salaries get ridiculous? These kids don't even do content. They just show up and play, getting paid millions a month. How did
millions a month? Who was getting paid millions a month?
Okay, obviously, we know sort of around the figures. We're talking in the tens of thousands anyway.
Yeah.
Well, above 10,000, should we say. Like, we're getting up there. At what point did we just go crazy? Rizzo slaved away for years without getting anything. He was on biscuits. And all of a sudden, you kids come in and go, pay us this. And the orgs go, whoa, how come? And you guys go, I don't know, it's just what it is now.
But that was actually
the going rate.
That's the most genius negotiation by the Rocket League players, so if you think about it, because the amount of orgs that just came into the scene, signed players who we all know had absolutely no chance of making, majors, or thousands a month. I don't want to like punch down here, I'd rather just keep it anonymous.
Me and Finley started on a humble salary,
Yeah,
let's just say the
orgs
very humble.
We can talk about our queso.
Can we? Do we?
I believe so.
Are we allowed to speak about?
I mean,
you can say it wasn't great, but
it was. Yeah, I mean, it was great.
It was great for the level we were meant to.
Can I just say, any salary for sitting at home playing a video game, I'm taking.
Yeah,
by the
exactly.
Way. I'm not shit talking any salary, bro. I get to do what everyone wants to do. Well, what a lot of people want to do.
Rise, can we play a game? I just thought of a game with your salary. Okay, think of your Team Queso salary. Okay, and now think of Moist. Was it higher or lower?
Of Moist?
Moist, it was higher.
Okay, now let's go to Oxygen. Was it higher or lower?
Oxygen went higher.
Moist to Oxygen, so higher. Now Team BDS, higher or lower?
A lot lower.
Lower. We found it. That's where the bubble popped. We figured it out. The bubble for when Rise went from Oxygen to Team BDS. There it was.
He popped the bubble. Oh my god.
Yeah, I took the hit for the performance, bro. I took the hit for the supposed what I wanted the trophies, but
okay. Well, let's go. Let's forget about that because that was a temporary loan offer that you took. Let's say from Oxygen to KC, higher or lower.
We're not playing this game, bro. You got
Oxygen to KC, higher or lower, Raj?
Okay, CJ, last season to this season, higher or lower? Let's switch it on you, mate. Let's see how you like that one.
We'll ask again at the end. Genuinely, ask again at the end of the season, and we can let you know. It's a different system now.
Yeah, actually, we have no idea.
We can't tell you. It sounds like we're talking nonsense, but actually, we don't know because it's a different system. The 2 seasons before this, the casters were paid just a salary, a monthly salary to be an RLCS caster and to work all the events. And this season, it's day rates. The casters are working contracted for a specific amount of days, and paid for the amount of days work. So it's a totally different system. And I guess at the end of the year, we'll know if it was more or less.
How much were you on G2, Rizzo? Last season you played, how much were you on? We can talk about that, no?
Wait, was that me?
No, it was a G2 player.
No, I didn't hear what you said because
how much were you on G2?
Your last season at G2, what was the rate?
What was I making my last season on G2? I was on 8.5.
Jeez, bro. You were cooking.
And you what? And CJ, wait, and CJ, you call that biscuits?
Okay,
that is not. That is
that guy was incredibly overpaid.
Wow.
Was incredibly overpaid for what we saw on the pitch.
Okay, CJ, I didn't know you had it like that. That's a very good salary. That's a very good.
Sorry about that. Forget about it. The bubble was certainly in. The bubble was in back then. We had a bubble.
This is exactly why nobody should share their salary being an esports player, because instantly CJ goes, from what we're seeing on the pitch, that's not worth it. That's the shit everybody's gonna get. This guy doesn't deserve 8.5 this weekend. Jesus.
I just wanted to, by the way, I saw a lot of people responding to so when I was saying about like going back to day rates for casters this year, a lot of people are saying that's rough and all that and everything. But like that is like how it works in esports for the most part, so it's nothing new to any caster. But what I would say is that being like 2 years before this, being in a salary versus every other like year before that, when I was casting per day, per event, etc., it was much like obviously a lot more job security, and I do think it led to significant improvements on the broadcast for many casters, if not all casters, because you could just forget about negotiations, forget about like how many days you were working, forget about like anything else. Okay, cool, I'm casting for the year, let's lock it in. So it was definitely really good, and I think it did actually cause casters for the most part to work more, try and like do the most possible with certain things. I mean, I think for some like opportunities, there were chances for casters to go and kind of do one event for a day rate on another, and then do the RLCS as well. So there was like lots of opportunities for, of course. But yeah, overall, I think it benefited RLCS for that system to be in place. But we'll see. I mean, we're back to day rates now, and we're starting a new season. So that's why I say ask at the end. I guess we'll have a better idea.
Yeah.
What were you on Renegades?
It was definitely not 8.5. It might have been nearly 3 times less than that. I was not in the bubble. In the bubble.
Finley, do you think that CJ on Renegades or was on Queso would have got more?
I got more than you.
Probably.
I know you're on Queso.
What were we on Queso, to your knowledge?
Well, I'm not going to tell you. Guys can't tell it though. So
you can say. We're not going to confirm or deny.
Well, I believe, based on my knowledge, that it was around the 1.5 to 2 mark.
Okay. And what were you on Renegades?
Closer to 3.
Okay. Me, I shall
3.
Not confirm nor deny either of those statements.
Wait, did you get?
I mean, I think we could, but at no point. But yeah, I mean, what an interesting conversation we've just had.
Yeah, let's go, guys.
You just kind of like started answering the question and then didn't answer, so we're like waiting to see what's happening.
Awesome. Like moving on. I still can't believe Rizzo got paid $1,000 per ball touch. It is getting ridiculous at this point. But fantastic to hear that Rizzo was a part of the bubble and the reason why we currently have budget cuts across the entire esports community. This man right here, the ecosystem in tatters.
Thank you.
It never recovered. It honestly never recovered from that.
Do we have Patreon questions, boys? I love these.
Yeah, if you guys have any questions, get in the Discord and send some questions from the Patreon for Rise and Joyo. I wanted to just wrap up the whole like prize money, or not prize money, the player salary thing with like, I think the players did great. They absolutely killed it. They got phenomenal money for the in most cases zero effort on social media, zero effort to like make content and grow a fan base in that way, and it was purely on the pitch. So good job. The players got a phenomenal deal. Orgs didn't do their research in many cases. I got absolutely baffled by some of the numbers I was hearing last season.
All right, how much are you on then?
And any examples? Because I think we all know the example that springs to mind from last season. The team that was ridiculously overpaid, and it was quite a well-known fact. Do you want to reveal that? I'm sure the stream would want to know, Johnny, what you were implying there.
I don't know exactly who you're talking about.
Actually,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Rizzo knows exactly who I'm talking about.
I think I might have an idea, but I don't know the specifics. I genuinely don't know.
Who are you thinking, Rizzo?
No, I know it is.
Not confirm nor deny.
Oh.
Wait, are we
I'm
talking
not
about a
gonna
team
say
that?
it.
Are we talking about yes or no? Are we talking about a team that made regionals?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're talking about a team that made regionals. Are we talking about a team that made majors?
Wait. Rizzo, look at Discord quickly.
Yeah.
Now I want to know who you're thinking, and if you're not gonna say it, you're not gonna say it.
Yeah,
Okay, I think
CJ's saying the same thing.
I think we're all on the same page. Yes, we're on the same page. Okay, so that can be revealed, no?
I don't think so.
Nah, that's confidential, isn't it?
That's not
I mean,
our thing to
no,
leak.
no.
True, no. I'm
Like
not saying
me
how
saying
much,
my
but,
own
like,
thing
the
is no
team-
big deal, but
Yeah, but we're not saying the amount, but we're saying like who.
Still,
Oh, well,
though,
I
it's
think
not
it's
even our
still
business.
It
It's not our
couldn't.
business.
It could be
Alright,
worse that we
alright,
don't say an amount because then
alright.
people could think
Alright,
it's
come on,
it's
guys.
insane.
It's
Can I
Hogan
change the
mode.
subject?
It's Hogan mode.
It's
Hogan
Hogan
mode.
mode.
They were
So
paid
many
so much.
goals.
Honestly, bro, it's so many ingots, bro. I'm serious.
Yeah,
Ingots.
at least 50 nuggets per regional, honestly.
No, because like me and Rise have Scrub on Snapchat, and he just sent us snap stories of him like in like a vault of gold.
He
like,
did
so
an
much.
ingot spread, bro. You know people doing
Ingot
money spread. He did an
spread.
ingot spread on my head top, bro. It was
Oh
crazy.
no.
He opened his bathroom and he had that gold block from Minecraft chilling as his sink, bro. I'm not even joking. He crafted that shit last night. He cooked that up.
Oh, CJ, you seen any Patreon questions?
Yeah, I currently have a quick. I just want to touch on as well. I noticed in the Patreon, shout out to you guys who we talk about the ecosystem that Rizzo burst. Well, meanwhile on the Chalkcast, we are creating our own ecosystem, and we're seeing within the Chalk Discord. Make sure you're in it as well, by the way. Let me chuck it in here. We're getting chalked leagues. We've got boys in here. We've got patrons jumping in, creating weekly Rocket League leagues, 3s, 2s, and 1s, things like that. So it's great to see. Make sure you get involved. Touch base with the relevant sources. And by relevant sources, let me quickly find the message. Desha is the man to talk to in the Patreon Discord, Chalk Discord. If you want to get involved to play some Rocket League with the Chalkcast crew, just want to touch on that really quick. Great to see. Now back to the questions. We do have a couple. Now this one is hilarious, but I don't know if I can. I can't go with that one.
Shoot.
No, you go for it. Go for it. We just don't have to
I'm
answer,
not
right?
going with that one.
We just don't
No,
have to
you read that one, please.
You can see.
Please,
it, can't you?
CJ, please.
Okay, so someone's. I don't want to say it.
Read it out.
I'll put it in chat and just.
No,
this
no,
one's
read
not
it,
bad.
please,
Wait,
please,
this
I
one's not
wanna
that bad.
read it.
The
Wait, that one?
sacrifice?
Yeah.
That's not as
I don't know if
bad.
we wanna-
I'd sacrifice.
Okay,
for-
if you could pick. Okay.
What?
What?
No, nothing.
Okay, never mind. No, we're not going there then. Okay, all good.
No, read it.
That's not a bad question.
Anybody can go and see this anyway. It doesn't matter. Everybody knows what you're talking
Alright,
about.
so catchphrase us if you could pick a top 8 team to sacrifice to get all the casters back.
Wait.
Who is
what
it?
do you say? Sacrifice. What
Yeah,
kind of
what does that
sacrifice
mean?
are we
Yeah,
making?
what does that
mean? Yeah,
Not in some crazy way. This is a PG stream, obviously, but just they cannot compete
so,
with
like,
RLCS anymore.
They can't play
They're
RLCS.
gone. Yeah.
Top
Okay.
8. Wait. Top 8 as in.
Well, they just don't make it.
Okay,
Are we just
wait.
talking like they don't make it, or they
Wait,
can't
surely-
play?
Surely you just pick the like. Is this on like personal reasons? Because obviously you're just gonna say like in EU you're gonna
Yeah,
say
we all know you're
Vitality or
gonna say
KC.
Oh.
Well, no, like off of like who you wouldn't want to play against. Is it off you? Is it like personal?
Oh, I
or
see
is
what
it-
you mean.
You're 300 IQing this, so we did
Nah,
not
this
think
is
it
a
was gonna
bad
be
question.
scrap.
No,
Is
I
this
don't wanna
PR?
say-
This is PR.
No,
Is this
because
PR,
then we're going to
guys?
call out someone that you don't want in the league. I mean, that's a terrible
Is this
question.
PR, guys?
No, this is not on. We're not PRing this either. I am calling a.
CJ, what are your
striking this
thoughts on
question.
the team Hey Bro?
I'm striking this question. I'm striking every. Can I bring up? Can I finish with a little story that you guys can weigh in on, because this has been weighing on me.
Sure.
All right.
Okay.
Instead of, because patrons, well, let's get the questions in next week. All right. Do better. All right. No, just kidding. You guys, I love you guys. I've got a problem here, and the people that have been watching my stream will know this. I want you guys to weigh in, because we're talking about my salary, my professional career. Well, I'm trying to unretire at the moment through playing a lot of ranked, through practicing, getting back in the groove, getting the hours
There
up.
you go. There you go, bro.
What are you talking about? You're trying to.
What?
Okay,
What just
let me
happened? What just
I'm gonna
happened?
ignore that guy. I'm gonna ignore that guy. And I thought, you know what would be fun? Okay, ignore that guy. All right, ignore that guy in the room. So I thought.
Bro, by the way, he's better than you, Rizzo. I hope you know this.
Yeah, thank you.
He said that so serious. That's the worst part.
So I'm telling the story. So I thought, you know what? Old man still got it. I'm going to jump back into my 6-mans because 6-mans is basically I helped found it. Shady made Rocket League 6-mans for globally, and Shady was my teammate back in the day. We went to Season 6 Worlds and whatnot. So I thought, you know what? Let me get back in there. I was Rank S Council. I was kicking down the young fellas. I was gatekeeping. I loved it in there. Rank S, it was beautiful. I thought, you know what? It's been a while. It's been a year. I'll hop back in there, play some games with the fellow guys. I'll still be up there and ready to just really get into it because, I was playing all these top guys in ranked. I was beating Amphis in ranked. Let's play some 6-mans. So I go and hop on the server. I scroll down and I'm trying to find the Rank S channel, and I'm just not seeing it there. And I thought, oh, that's weird. Okay, well maybe I'll play Rank X. Rank S is pretty exclusive. Usually we just play Rank X anyway. And so I'm scrolling down, and I just can't quite find Rank X either. Well, not to worry. It has been a little bit. I guess I'll just hop into a rank A, and maybe they'll move me up because you can go up a rank. So I'll just get moved up a rank from A. So I just can't quite see rank A either. Oh, there is something. Rank B. I have been demoted to rank B from rank S in a region that hasn't won a single game internationally since I left. How on earth have they demoted me to rank B? I'm playing with silver 3s. And anyway, so I blew up. I blew up on stream. I absolutely blew up when I found this. I've gone from rank S Council. I've been demoted all the way to rank B. I absolutely blew up. My stream did as well. They had my back. They spammed the moderators, and unfortunately, apologies for that, in the help desk on 6-mans, trying to get me at least promoted to A, because then I was told by my fellow pro friends that I would then be moved up to X or filling queues so I could play some top games. I then got told by the moderators that this would not be possible. I would not be allowed to even get moved up to A because, one, it's favoritism, it's against the rules, and let me just get the quote from this. Where is it here? Oh, where's this quote? I basically got told, you haven't played a 6-man for 10 months. Skill can deteriorate rapidly in that time. Thus, we cannot put you up. I basically got told by the admin, you're trash. You haven't played for long enough, and you're really trash. So we're not moving you up. And basically said, if you want to get to rank A, you can do it the old-fashioned way and promote yourself. So, like the grinder I did, I hit the ground running. I lost my first 4 games in rank B, but I really pushed through. I went 15-10, and I'm now in rank A where no one queues at all. So that was a waste of time. But I just want your guys' thoughts on me getting demoted to rank B in OCE and not being allowed up.
If Sebadam came back tomorrow and was like, mate, I was in RLCS.
Bro.
That's a bit further apart, isn't it? Like it's a bit low. I was 2022, 23 World Championship, top 16.
If an old pro let's try and think. Who retired?
Metza, maybe?
Metza. No. If Metza came back and was like...
He didn't retire as recently.
Oh, yeah, Metza played last season. I'm stupid.
Yeah. He retired.
I'm trying to think, bro. Who retired like last year?
21, 20, like Demenza, maybe? Demenza?
Yeah, if Demenza came back and was like, I should still be rank X. Mate, no, you shouldn't. Work your way back up. Why should the mods give you...
What is the population, though? There's a population in AA.
Let's think about this.
No,
I don't think...
Wait, were you actually playing silvers in rank B?
Well, no, they were
Wait, why was the message?
We're not going to talk about why Demenza was banned. I don't know why. Because he was banned for a good reason. But
can I read the message that I got from the admin? Because actually, I want to say when people were tagging the mods, they said, "Oh, this won't be a worry. Don't worry. We'll put you up into A easy." Then I didn't hear anything, and I got basically told, look, we'd love to make it work. However, your last queues before yesterday were March 2023. Not that long ago, actually. I must have played a random... Oh, here we go. Your last queues before yesterday were March 2023 in Rank X, which is a long time. The reason we have quotas is due to the fact that skill can deteriorate in that amount of time. In brackets, I'm talking in general. Everyone's different. If no games are played, we have no real way of tracking your skill over that time. It basically said, I know you've continued to play the game itself, but we can't offer any sort of exception. So basically said, your skill has rapidly deteriorated since March last year.
What rank are you, CJ? Oh, sorry.
I'm nearly SSL at the moment, but I haven't been. I'm about 1800 something in twos. But in OCE,
that's fine, right?
That's right up there. I'm higher ranked than Amphis in twos. I'll say that.
Does Amphis play the game?
Amphis doesn't play the game. No one in OCE plays the game. But anyway, I basically got called washed, and that was a real hit to my potential unretirement Rizzo that you keep laughing at. And probably hit home that I'm never coming back.
Serious.
Well,
what have you got so good again that you had to cast your own series?
Oh, okay. Hold on a second.
Now we're starting to think about it.
Then we can have the Johnny Boy advantage where he can see the whole pitch and he can.
One screen has director cam, and then he can just look at his own. He takes a little scan. He's like, he's on 0, he's on 0, 0.
Critical scan.
Critical scans.
Back and forth.
He's got dual monitor set up, double game client install. Can I just say as well, I want to add, I've been getting Rizzo roasted me there. I want to specifically call out whoever, when I announced that I'd be casting the Muffin Men, Squishy Muffins, tried to double down on me saying this bloke got retired by Squishy and then is now casting his last thing. This is the biggest L ever or something. Seriously, I mean, talk about kicking me while I'm down. I'm trying to unretire and people are just saying how poor of a situation it is. No, I'm glad to be casting Squishy, broadcasting his last split, even though he did retire me. It does make me feel older.
Yeah, but you get to like you pass the torch. Well, not really. But you kind of like
this just didn't happen.
He settled you down and then gave you the casting job, and then you're gonna be his last. You're gonna cast his last game.
That is iconic, by the way. That's so cool. That's so cool.
Like a nice little ending.
Yeah.
No, that's a privilege. It's an honor to cast Squishy's last split.
I find that
what if he makes the major though?
Why are you saying that is he just going to cast his last game as if he's not going to get out of the qualifier? Like, what is that about? Aren't they making it through top 12?
Well, I'd expect like a viewing party for CJ's boys, but I mean,
they can make top 8. They can make top 8. Yeah, but no, CJ could do it. He's the official streamer, so sure, they've said that's fine. He's official.
Yeah, I'm in. We're all good. I'll make the major. I told you, the Muffin Men will do it. There's depth in North America, and it stops at number 10 there, Muffin Men.
If the Muffin Men made the major, though, I'd be like, so heritage. I don't like gimmick.
What will you do? Buy me a gold ingot.
I don't have any. I mean, to be fair, I have an ex-Hogan mode member. Resi might have some. I don't know. But I think Scrub's quite defensive over his gold, so I don't know.
Yeah, he's got the treasure chest on him.
I'm not sure if you saw, but Squishy did say if they make the major, he will continue to play the rest of the season. So this is a retirement pending they don't actually make the major, but there's a chance.
I mean,
so everyone, I'm excited.
Let's sit in
it's possible.
The real world for a second. I don't want to be the hater, but I want to be a realist. Like majority.
Oh, did he say if he wins the major? Okay, that's different.
I'm
pretty sure he said if he makes the major.
If he
loses in Game 7 at the finals of the major, he's not exactly going to go, all right, guys, GG. That is like.
We've had this talk on a shortcast before, and I think we eventually all agreed that like when a career's coming to an end, we should, let it.
No, it depends on the person. I think depends on the person.
You saw Squishy's tweet, and you saw all the replies being like how he inspired everyone, bro. Every person who's a pro nowadays was.
We all watched the vids.
Somewhat inspired by Squishy.
At least a little. I used to watch Squishy every day. Joyo used to go to school and watch Squishy at school. I definitely. ICT lessons.
Don't expose me.
All right. No glazing though. You were like, bro. He was a childhood idol, bro, in the game. He literally inspired everyone. Bro, if you're a pro right now, all right, this is to every pro that's watching or whatever. If you tell me you didn't used to watch a Squishy 2's video and then you'd find the play Spawn Thoughts. You found Spawn Thoughts and you played that as you played rank 2s with the Lone Wolf car design. You're lying, bro.
I used the Lone Wolf. Goddamn,
Bro,
purple
I'm
and
telling you,
white
bro.
and blue or something.
That was
bro.
that was a season. When did the Lone Wolf come out?
The
Season
lo-fi
2, 3?
tunes. Oh, mate.
Yeah.
No, but he's in a very different
Iconic.
situation because he has like the content is calling him. He's like, oh, I could just do what Rizzo did, just retire and then be a full-on content guy, and that's way less stressful. Maybe even make even more money. Probably make even more money if he doesn't have an org right now, does he? So
I don't think so. No.
I think he's making more money. I saw him do the most genius thing today. He was doing, if you give 5 subs, you can 1v1 me. If you give 10, we can do a best of 3. Genius. I bet it's never going to be a best of 3. He's just going to sweep him. Actually, insane.
That's infinite money glitch for sure.
Yeah, Squishy's an icon. He's a he'd be a 99 rated if there was.
But I think his situation.
He's a legend card.
He can retire whenever he wants because he has something else to go to. I think when we were discussing like should players just retire when they're not going to win anymore, I feel like it's very dependent on what's next, like for them. And he's got a good option to go to next, so I think it makes sense.
Yeah,
he could
retire
anytime, but he's fine.
All right,
what's up?
What's up?
You knew Neat Mike, no? What happened to him, bro? He was one of my favorite creators.
That is such a card. Where did that come from?
I just saw it in chat.
Wavy said that he watched John Sandman instead of Squishy, and I said that explains a lot about Wavy.
Oh my days, bro! Man leaked his org and said that. That is insane. All in one podcast.
Oh my God.
Great, bro. You're a hater, bro. You're a S-tier hater.
I love him. Great, he's a great guest of the show. We love him. W for Wavy. All the best. And I tell you what, we talk about people that don't grind the game. He's the opposite. That guy cannot get enough of a $60 weekly tournament.
Yeah, to be fair, like I don't really watch NA like these weeklies and stuff that much or whatever they are, the bubble tournaments. But I swear I've seen tweets or watched Wavy, and he just plays for like 9 hours a day. This guy literally doesn't get off the game. This guy does not get off the game. He's always tweeting results from 1's tournaments or 3's tournaments. I literally never see this guy have a day without a tournament.
He does a 4-hour warm-up stream for his $30 one tournament. It's actually insane. That is the
this guy is committed, bro. He's committed. Like,
give us a one in chat if we should pick him up. If we should pick his team up. I think they're looking.
Pick his team up for what? Shock D's
Yeah, I think they're looking for an org.
I remember like the first few tournaments that had like not like an upset run, I guess, and I was like, oh, fairs. And then I just saw more and more and more, and this guy just doesn't get off the game, bro. He's always streaming the game, or he's playing a tournament. How much 2's games does Wavy have this season? Like,
do you want a little check? Do you want a little update?
But I swear to God, I must have like 2K.
Let's play guesses quickly.
How many 2's games have Wavy's got? Oh, but he plays 1s as well, doesn't he? He's a 1s player, right?
Okay, yeah.
Can we combine 1s and 2s and just go
combo of 1s and 2s?
Yeah, we're combining 1s and 2s.
Oh, 1400.
1900.
Okay, guys.
I don't think
Okay. This season, like the highest amount of 2's games when like 2's grinders is like what 1,000 max.
No, Arsenal has like 1,300.
Oh, okay. I'd say.
I'm gonna say 550 then.
I'm gonna say 700 combined.
You're gonna say 550? I'm gonna say.
You overrated him, bro. He's got 380.
Wavy!
No, he's actually not grinding. He's in the tournaments. He's playing tournaments. How does he play ranked?
No. Look at his Twitter. Look at his Twitter. He literally posts a tournament result every day, bro. I swear this guy's always playing
tournaments. Yeah, he's not playing ranked.
Man's got a week, bro. He's cooking. Frosty. Let's see how many Frosty's got. What's his name? Oh, he changed his name. I'm not finding it. I can't be bothered. But Arsenal is the one I know who has the most, bro. Arsenal has like. He's got 1,400 2's games, 166 1's games. He is grinding.
I mean, no wonder Digger started winning everything. This guy's just grinding.
Someone find my tracker. What am I on?
6.
What did I say?
How long has the season been going? How long has the season been going?
Since December the 4th or something. CJ's got.
I've played 209 2's games.
Yeah, you have, mate. That's not bad.
I'm coming back.
You actually might retire.
Wavy, I've nearly played more than you. I've played 270 games. 277 games this season.
All right. Well, if
someone linked Frosties. That's not him. Okay. Oh, no, that can't be him. No way he has 50 games. Yeah, no, that's not him.
Oh, yes,
Rizzo's played 72.
So, you're combining? Okay, yeah. If you had 2's and 3's, I played 72.
Hold on a
And
second.
3 tournament matches. Didn't last long in that one, buddy.
Wait. One second. One second, really quickly. I know we're rounding out soon. Somebody just said the leaderboard snapshot for quals is in 4 hours, and Frosty is C2. Wait, leaderboard snapshot for quals is
Leaderboard snapshot. I gotta play. No.
Bro, you gotta
What, is
play
that for
if
EU
you're
and
not in. Well, I mean, I
no.
think if you're not in like the list of teams of players who are preferentially seeded based on the rules, then yeah, you probably
I'm
like.
Grand Champ too. That's fine.
Yeah, he's not. Frosty's not. He's not seeded based on that, is he? 'Cause he didn't play RLCS next
shit.
season. So if he's C2, he's actually just.
Yeah,
a
neither
C2.
did Scribbles and neither did Reveal. So they literally are ranked off. They're gonna be
Purely
like
off of rank.
400th seed.
They're just gonna be like, imagine.
Someone's gonna get cooked
Imagine
by
you're
them round two.
you're just a legit good team and you're like top seed, and then you run into these guys in a best of 3. This is what I mean, man. This is brutal. That's
Bro,
so
that team, like, just in my eyes as well, like young players who like grind rank.
Hungry
bet
young players. that are
Bro,
just gonna,
in a best of 3, they are gonna be unplayable.
that Frosty versus NRG round 2 is
Oh
gonna be the
my
most passionate game. Oh, I can't wait.
Bro, I want to get
Oh,
listening to the. I
God.
want to get listening to the comms when Frosty scores the dagger to win in a best of 3 against NRG. Like.
I don't want to just keep beating a dead horse here, but I'm just looking at Rizzo's stats.
Dude,
and it is. I'm just thinking again, for someone that got paid $8.5 million a month, it is a shame that he never hit 2K MMR in 2s at any point in his career.
You've never been 2K.
He also never got
Wait,
Grand
really?
Champ. His
in
highest
twos, in
ones
twos.
rank was Champ 3.
Well, I never played 2s when I was a pro. That's a crazy
Never
thing.
hit
though. I
2K
only played
MMR
3s.
and stealing
What's-
money. That's all he was
What
doing.
did he get in 3s? What's his
But
highest?
3s
elo?
2150.
3s wasn't that ass until like end of my career. Then it became really ass because I was the one.
Never
Still in
hit
there.
2K.
Never hit 2K in
I had
2s. I mean, that's a standard.
50 and 3s. Come on now. No.
You did hit 1979. I'll say that.
2s wasn't as. I don't know. It wasn't as like heavily.
It wasn't the
contested
metric.
as it is now.
It
Yeah,
was
it wasn't the metric. It was like 6-mans and 3. Like I don't know. Like
Yeah.
3s was still
Bro,
okay
bring
at that
back
time.
6
But
months.
now it's bad. But no, I should have played
Anyway.
2s. My mechs were ass.
Anyone have any finishing topics? Quick questions? Anything?
No,
anything,
actually we don't because this has
No,
been going for 2 hours
we've
and we need to
gone for
wrap this. This is it.
Okay.
So
okay,
this is a
sorry.
great time to wrap it up.
Surprise.
Thank you for the segue, Wise. We
much.
appreciate you for joining as well
No
as
worries.
Joyo. Thank you everybody
Thanks
for
for having me,
listening
guys.
as well. If you guys missed any part of it, you can check it out on YouTube, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts. We appreciate you guys for listening. Be sure to check out
Before-
Patreon.
Yes. Get on the Patreon. Ask the questions,
Yes.
bro. Get in there. Pay these men their money because they don't need it because Rizzo gets paid fucking ridiculous amounts. All right, bye guys.
All right, bye everybody.
Bye guys. Bye bye.
Yeah.